They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Raw Molly got me all up in demon mode. Mouth moving like I done put clean in my nose. Trying to catch me a op, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought he was closed, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more. His brain's gone, nigga. It be exciting when I get to striking. Guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fighting. We really hit it, nigga. We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hitters, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. How about I leave them holding like the Bible? AR-15, that's a high-power rifle. A in the army and assassinate rivals. Break that shit down, nigga. AK or anybody kill him. Hop out, keep the drilling and spilling. Stay on .62, gon' split him. FN, that's for any fuck, nigga. You a plug, then I'm pulling up, nigga. You my lunch, eat these bullets for dinner. 5 cell, eat them up, eat them up. SK, smoke killer for show. Drum rounds and cripple ops, Draco. I got them all, you don't want no. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get this pussy, leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Y'all know what the fuck going on around here, nigga. Y'all nigga keep talking about you want smoke. You can't catch me on social media, my nigga. I'm in the street with it, you dig what I'm saying? Nigga know they gotta.
Man, what the fuck is up? Peace and blessings to everybody, man. In the building. Salute, salute, salute. It's your boy, Apex to God. You know, we in the building. I don't know what the hell going on, dude, but hold on. Yeah, so peace and blessings to everybody. I hope everybody's feeling well today. Let's see. Salute to my guy, Fresh Baker and EB Sweat a Lot. What's going on, family? What's going on with y'all, man? We got a good show going on today. Peace and blessings to everybody in the building. Y'all can hear me good? Yeah. All right. So, shout out to my brother, All Things, Big AMC FSG, All Things in the building. Salute, King. Peace and blessings to you. What's going on with y'all, man? Fresh Baker in the building with the motherfucking pies. My man LV in the building. We good, we good. The lovers is good. The lovers is good. You know? So shit. Alright. So we have a few situations. I'm waiting on Key to get in here. But we have a few situations going on today. Right? First off, y'all see Tank. He was on Shakur motherfucking ass. Tank was on Shakur ass, boy. He was on Shakur's ass, and Shakur ain't shit he could do about that shit. Like Shakur and them be trying to lie and shit, but like the Tank hate is real anyway. Like people fail to realize, and they hate Tank. Like I don't know why Tank gets as much hate as he does, right? But Tank, he seriously gets hate, and then motherfuckers will be like pump faking, like they'll throw rocks and hide their hand. And then when you get on their ass, then they act like this wasn't the case. Like you got motherfucking Shakur Stevenson. He kept pump faking like he wanted a Tank Davis fight. But then when it was time for him to fight Tank Davis, like the nigga sat there and was like, yo Loma. Just like he did with the Devin situation. When he told Devin, if Ryan ain't gonna fight you, I'll fight you. See, the problem is a lot of these so-called boxers out here, these younger generations, they can't sell on their own. And when you can't sell on your own, then you need a gimmick. And see, Shakur can't sell on his own. LV Salute King. The only way Shakur can sell is if he's attaching his name to somebody else. So Shakur is attaching his name to somebody else each time. He attached his name to Devin. He attached his name to Loma. He attached his name to Tank. But then the first thing he'd do is fight somebody like a Joe Cordina. Like that shit don't add up, dog. It don't. But that's why we call him Shakap. That's why his nickname is Shakap. And you're exactly right, LV. The fact that Tank, and see, everybody, I hate when people sit there and say, oh, Floyd made Tank get, like, if it wasn't for Floyd, Tank wouldn't have got this money. We can also go back and look at Badu Jack. Floyd gave Badu Jack all the inspiration in the world. You feel what I'm saying? Floyd gave Badu Jack more chance than he gave Tank. Badu Jack just couldn't handle the business. You feel me? Badu Jack just couldn't do what he had to do with it. You feel me? Badu Jack has had plenty of chances. He's been with Floyd for a while. Like, that shit right there is just crazy. It's just, they hate on that man. They hate on that man because at the age Tank is, honestly, he's making more than Floyd made at that age. I hate to say it, but at the age Tank is, Floyd wasn't making that type of money at that age. He wasn't. And shout out to my brother EB Sweat a lot in the Cash App with the $2 motherfucking holla. Appreciate you, King. I appreciate you, family. But see, they can't do it. And see, this is the fucked up shit about it, right? Devin Haney, well, let's just say Bill Haney, he attached himself to Tank. He knew that Tank was a star. Now, Devin and Bill might have won that fight at the damn gym, but Tank won the war. See, because Floyd seen that Tank was by himself going against the whole gym. And he also seen that whenever Tank really wanted to, Tank would let it rip. Like, Tank would let it rip on Devin. Like Tank was letting it fly whenever he wanted to and he was resting. And Devin just ain't have the pop. He didn't have the showstopper. And it's the same way it was when Devin fought Ryan. Ryan would turn his back on Devin. He would sit there and chill. And you know, Devin trying his hardest. And he couldn't help him. He couldn't hurt him. I mean, he just couldn't hurt him. And see, that shit right there, that's the shit that made it messed up. That's what hurt them right there. That's what hurt Bill. Because they made a career of always saying they say everything but let's fight. But when it was time to fight, what happened? They was telling everybody, see, look, and see, boxers, these young boxers and these new people out here, they're con artists. They're con artists, y'all. Check this out. They make it seem like somebody's ducking them. Like it makes them seem like they the type of nigga like hold me back, hold me back. Well, you lucky somebody holding me back. That's the type of fighters they are. Because when the pedals to the metal and the foot's pressured and the applied pressure is pressurized, they fold like clothes fresh out the motherfucking dryer. And I'm gonna give you an example. Bill and them did all that grandstanding, all that shoe shining about how much they wanted to fight Tank. How Tank ducking, how they scared, how Devin is the face of boxing. Didn't call Devin the face of boxing until Tank was called the face of boxing. And like they wanted to beat Tank so bad, Bill named Devin the face of boxing. You can't name it. That's like naming yourself your own nickname. It don't work. They seen Tank get called that. The next thing you know, they wanted to be called that. Shout out to my brother, Mr. M Pride in the building. Shout out to Tay. How you doing, young man? My little youngster in the building. Salute, King. Peace and blessings. But the shit's just funny. And we don't know yet. It's supposed to be Tay. That's the way it's supposed to be Ryan versus Pitbull and Devin versus Ramirez, yeah. But like Blue Bloods say, in boxing, things are subjected to change. Zach B in the building. Salute, King. Peace and blessings to you. Like Blue Blood always say, in boxing, all things are subjected to change. But see, you had Devin and his people out here making the world think that Tank Davis was scared to get in the ring with Devin. Like, do y'all know how preposterous that shit is? But they trick everybody. They push the narrative. They spin it. And that's what Bill is good. He's a con artist. And then these alphabet boys, they are con artists as well. And see, they used to rock with Tank until Bill invited their ass to Thanksgiving dinner. And see, that shows me what type of people a lot of these content creators is. Like, they like little hoes. You know, when a female see a nigga with some money, you know, she change her whole style up. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know, she trying to go get the bag. And that's the way these people is, bro. Like, they starstruck. Bill invited them niggas out to damn Thanksgiving dinner and everything. Next thing you know, these niggas is riding or dying for Devin. Just like BFTV. You can go back and see the clip where BFTV said it out of his own mouth that Tank Davis will be a horrendous matchup for Devin Haney. This is BFTV. He said there's nothing that Devin can do with a Tank Davis. He said that Tank Davis would literally destroy Devin Haney. This is what BFTV said. He said Devin Haney would get stopped by Tank Davis. Then they have that Thanksgiving dinner. Now it's, oh man, Devin Haney is the greatest of all times. Like they flip. Oakland LDTV, salute my brother. Peace and blessings. It's like they flip. They turn the whole script. They turn the script. Hold on one second, y'all. Can y'all hear me? My bad. I had to restart the computer. That shit got shut down. Mike Rhythm, salute, King. Peace and blessings. So I'm on my phone into the damn computer shop. But I don't know why that computer do that shit every damn time. Oh, Mr. Prime, my computer shut down, but you can go look it up, bro. Like, I had showed it before. But I'll see if I can find it when I pull the computer up. But everybody's seen that shit. I played it on the show. One of my earlier shows, I played it. On my earlier show. I forgot how long ago. Y'all remember that shit though when we were showing that shit. Hold on one second. All right. But yeah, like all the people, they used to keep it real until Bill. Bill directly contacted the LDBC. And when he did that, they sat there and changed their whole outlook. They stopped rocking with, you got Blue Blood, he stopped rocking with Earl and started going on the damn Bud train. Then you got Chump Side, right? Chump Side, his whole career, his channel got famous off Tank. Like all his biggest videos was for Tank. And Tank even gave the nigga a drop. A Kello, salute, King, peace and blessings. Yeah. It was a lot of bullshit going on to Kello, and he couldn't fight for what he wanted to fight for, so he said, fuck it. You feel me? They clicked up on him, Kello, and they was trying to make him fight for a non-title fight, and Earl was like, you know what? I ain't even about to do it. So I mean, I can respect the fact that he did that. They was trying to block his shine. So you know, but like I said, they built a whole career of subterfuge, smoke and mirrors. That's what they did. What they did, they had people thinking one thing, but it would show the X. Like they sit there and try to say that Devin's career is so great that he fought all these fucking Hall of Famers. The person that he fought for Undisputed was trash. The nigga's ass. They got one of Devin Haney's legacy fights is Yuriorkis Gamboa. A person that he went 12 rounds. I think he gonna fight Kello because he ain't training like this for nothing. He ain't training like that for nothing. Earl getting in the ring. They shit on Tank Davis for stopping Yuriorkis Gamboa. But they got Yuriorkis Gamboa as one of Devin's all-time great fights. A fight that he went 12 rounds with. A man that's got knocked out by Tank. They list Devin's achievements. This nigga got a lucky-ass break and fought George Kambosos and got Undisputed. If Tank Davis, LaMarcus Roberts, salute my brother. If Tank Davis would have fought George Kambosos, the Tank would have been Undisputed. Crush the legend, my brother, salute. What people fail to realize is George Kambosos wanted to fight Tank. But Tank said, I don't want all the belts. I don't want to pay the fees. Devin was the last straw because they knew Devin didn't bring nothing to the table. They wanted Tank first. Tank turned them down. Then they went to Loma. Loma turned them down. Then it was like, you know what? Devin sat there and got down on his knees, opened up his mouth and say, I'll do anything. And you know, Kambosos, Bob Arum, you know how a man get when you got a bitch in front of you and the bitch tell you that she'll do anything. So they treated Devin like a female and let him do anything. And they paid Devin what he was worth. You know, they got a chance to make good money off of Devin, and they got to fight for the low. They was able to get Devin Haney on the card, Windy City Assassin. Salute, my brother. They was able to ink out a 3-fight deal. And see, Devin and Bill, they was confused. They thought because they had the belts, they thought that meant something. They thought because they had all the belts, that brought the bag. But like Jadakiss says, he say, fuck your raps and screw your awards. My son can't eat those plaques. Yeah, them. Shout out to the beautiful, sexy Kendra 50 Cent. Like Jada say, fuck your raps and screw your awards. My son can't eat those plaques. He can't. Them belts, yeah, they great, but they trinkets. Them belts don't make you sell. Sometimes as a fighter, you elevate above the belts. Like Floyd elevated above the belts. Canelo, he's bigger than belts. Spence is bigger than belts. Tank. These guys can sell without having a belt. They don't need a belt to sell. The OG Cal Cooler in the building. No, actually, Cal Cooler, Kambosos wasn't with Top Rank. He wasn't with Top Rank Cal Cooler. And Kambosos was trying to fight Tank. He was telling Tank that Tank was the A side, and he said he'll come over here and fight Tank over here. He said Tank is the only person that's A side to him. Shout out to Supreme Cam, Big AMC FSG in the building, and the beautiful Barbara D. How you doing, Queen? But Tank Davis said, no, I don't want all them belts. He told Kambosos, if you drop the belts, we can fight. And Kambosos was like, nah, fuck that. So that's why Tank and Kambosos didn't fight. But yeah, Kambosos was trying to fight him. Oh, hold up. All right, had to switch devices. All right, we good now. Yeah, it's crazy, Akello. Like Akello, that's just like they hate Tank so bad, right? That you got a reporter, a sports reporter. He gonna say, besides Ryan Garcia, Bud sells more than Tank. He talk about Madrimov and Spence. And I'm like, well, check this out. If you're going to take away Ryan Garcia's Tank's anomaly, then you're going to have to take away Bud Spence, because that's Bud's anomaly. Because you can look at 5 of Tank's fights, and they all average over 300,000. But you can look at 5 of Bud's fights without the Errol Spence, and Bud doesn't go over 150 fights, 150,000 in 5 pay-per-views. Bud got 50,000 with Postal, 120,000 with Sean Porter. After Spence did over 300,000 with Porter. So Porter was bringing the fans to the screen. And the beautiful queen is in the building. Shout out to the love bug in the building.
Hey, you guys. Salute to everybody. I hope y'all have... No, nothing. You hear something in the background?
It might be me. It might be me.
I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Did you want to finish up where you were saying, Upper?
Shit, I forgot what I was saying just now. What was the last thing you heard me say?
I don't know, Upper.
I was just saying how yeah, exactly. Darius Warren salute. Yeah, Akello, I flamed his ass up because I sat there and said, Bud got 50,000, 120,000, 130,000, 6,000 in a bankruptcy on one of them, and then just got 75,000 with Madrimov. He was trying to Cal Cooley, he was trying to fight before Devin. He tried to fight Tank first. Tank said no, then he tried to fight Loma. Loma said he was in war. What year was that, Key? Wasn't that 2021? Dodge J salute.
If I'm not mistaken.
What year was that Devin won undisputed?
21 or 22. One of
Yeah.
those. 21. I think it was 21.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, Keith Thurman and Spence would have did bigger than Bud and Spence. Yeah, nah, when they said his name is Cappinger, because all he do is cap. And I got on his ass, because I say, how you going to exclude Ryan, but you don't exclude Spence? Spence is Bud's only successful pay-per-view out of 6 pay-per-views. But Tank has 6 successful pay-per-views. So Cappinger need to stop capping. But that's it for right there. I'm gonna let the doctor get started.
Salute to everyone. Thank you guys for coming and joining us on this beautiful Friday. It's beautiful today. Finally, we have a decent day. I hope you guys are having a good day. What? Keith Thurman was never bigger than Bud. Yeah,
Yeah, he was. Without Errol Spence, Keith Thurman did 580,000 with Manny Pacquiao.
So let's go ahead.
Keith Thurman did more with Barrios than Bud did with anybody else. Salute, says M. Peace and blessings. Keith versus Earl was a bigger fight. Keith versus Earl was a bigger fight than Bud versus Earl. To be honest.
Alrighty, so thank you guys. Hey Sess, hey Marcus, to the beautiful Barbara D, salute Queen. Good to see y'all. All things my right hand, Windy City, my Chicago brother. The generals in the building, the kilos in the building, Dodge. I'm gonna catch y'all as y'all coming in. But I got a few dedications today. First of all, happy birthday to the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali. I forgot that Muhammad Ali was a Capricorn.
I was about to say, Key, it ain't my birthday, but all right.
Yes. Anyways, happy birthday to Muhammad Ali. Also happy birthday. It's another birthday today. Oh, Jim Carrey, one of my favorite comedians of all time. Happy birthday to Jim Carrey. Ooh, so many birthdays. And to one of the greatest ever, Roy Jones Jr. I don't know why that's a tongue twister for me all the time, but salute.
Shout out to my boy Roy.
Yes, his birthday was like 2 days ago, so I forgot to shout him out. But happy birthday to Roy. I also want to send a congratulations to the wonderful coach Don Staley, one of my favorite WNBA players of all time, basketball players regardless. Like Don she was a beast back then. But they have extended her South Carolina contract until 2030. And she's going to be the highest paid college women's basketball coach in the history of the sport. I don't know who deserves it better. Salute to that queen. Finally, about time. We've been trying to tell y'all Dawn was nothing to mess with, man. She's an excellent coach. Go ahead, Upper.
You know, UConn, they always had the best team in women's basketball. UConn, it's hard to beat them, but hold on one second. Shout out to Fareed. Shout out to Teach. B-Dog, salute to all 3 of you brothers. Go ahead, Keith.
Okay, so also happy, congratulations to the late Frankie Beverly. He will be honored with a Grammy Lifetime Award. Do you know that Maze and Frankie Beverly have never been nominated for a Grammy? That is an injustice. This is going to be his first ever Grammy nomination. And it's a lifetime. Yes, and the man been single for how many years, putting out hits?
80?
Like, yes, his first ever Grammy nomination. I'm very appalled at this. I'm like, what?
But they get Sexy Red a Grammy, though.
They get Sexy Red got a Grammy?
I think she got one of them motherfuckers.
Well, I'm just happy that they're finally giving him some shine. Also, free Method Man. Method Man was reportedly arrested or had some type of altercation with his daughter's ex-boyfriend. I don't know what that ex-boyfriend did, but guess what? I ain't see nothing. And I'm encouraging y'all to say it too. Y'all ain't see nothing. Because whatever that boy did, that Method Man said he did, he did.
Period. Method must have gave him the METHOD, man.
Exactly. So exactly. So I'm leaving that alone, okay? And last one, shout out to the Georgia election officials who sued Rudy Giuliani. Do y'all remember he owed
Mayor
them over?
Giuliani getting sued by Georgia?
Yes, those were Georgia election workers. The city, the election workers sued from Georgia. They sued Rudy, and they won. And so remember, Rudy had to sell everything.
Yeah, Rudy broke. And that
So
nigga.
now he came out with another press conference and said he ain't got it, and they took his Social Security. You know how.
Oh,
Do you know how bad it is? Rudy was one of the most powerful men in the country. I mean, in New York City. And for him to say that he ain't even got Social Security. Oh my God. But I'm happy to announce that they reached a settlement yesterday. It is undisclosed, but them queens and kings got paid. And I'm only telling y'all this because y'all got to be careful. We got in 2 years another election coming up, in another 2 years a presidential election coming up. Y'all cannot threaten or create a hostile environment for election workers. They made Rudy Giuliani the poster child for this. You will get fined. Okay, he was found guilty of harassing them folks out there in Georgia. So he's settled.
As much corrupt shit as he did in New York, the way he did our people, I'm glad. But I'm gonna tell you like this: Rudy Giuliani got some money stashed away. That nigga got offshore accounts. That nigga was so damn crooked. He got offshore accounts that they can't mess with. Mayor Giuliani got that money. He was even in movies. He was in that damn movie Anger Management with Adam Sandler. That man got money.
I just can't believe that he ain't got no Social Security. He said he ain't got no Social Security up.
He thought he was what's that dude that did the song Lil Durk?
Which one?
Chief? Pooh Shiesty. He said get it in blood. Giuliani said get that shit in blood. Shout out to my man Brian the King Falcone in the building.
Yeah, Barbara D, they made an example out of him. They said, look now, you gonna stop with all this shenanigans and we gonna fine you for it. And they won. Them people won. I wonder what he did. We'll never know the full details behind it. Like,
he had Klansmen in the truck. You know, he had them Klansmen in the truck out there telling black people not to come vote.
Shoot, he did whatever he did. He broke, and he can't.
What he was doing in Georgia with it, though?
He can't even get no food stamps.
I said, what he was doing that in Georgia with it, though?
I don't know, Upper. I don't know why their focal point was on Georgia. Why Rudy Giuliani was so focused on Georgia like that. I don't know. He went crazy though, and it cost him big time. Big time. I never thought that one of the most powerful people to come out of New York City would be down this bad. That's crazy.
I'm glad because he did us dirty, dog. He did our people dirty.
Yeah, he did.
Shout out to my brother Incel in the Cash App with the $10 holler.
Oh, yeah, they did, General. He said they had to quit their job. Yep.
They had to quit. Oh, that made them lose money. And I know a lot of people that start to work and they do them working in them pole jobs. Mm-hmm. Them pole jobs be stimulating the economy because them people get paid good, and there's people that they don't ever really get the chance to work that are able to do them jobs right there. But yeah, shout out to my brother Incel in the Cash App, man. I appreciate that, man. Thank you for supporting the channel. And if I can get 4 other people to support the channel today, it would be nice. I would appreciate that. Keep the lights on in the building. But yeah, that's messed up though. But they was trying to what was that at? That they was trying to put all these stipulations where if you don't have your ID, no, it was something. They was trying to do it to limit the black vote in one of them states. They was doing something. I don't know what the hell it was doing. I can't remember. But I think it was they had the ID or it was something. I gotta look it up, Key. But they was doing something, and a lot of the black people speaking out talking about frequent. That's you thinking about pause on poll jobs. I said election poll jobs, man.
Frequent.
This nigga here, man. Go ahead, Keith.
Hey, Brian.
Not off a train of thought.
Hey, Tay. Oh, really quick. Capital One. I'm so sorry to the people that used Capital One. I had no idea. Upper, did you hear this?
No, what happened?
So Capital One, the bank, right? They put out a program. It was called a 360 program. And if you put your money into this account, they said that they would give you a 4% interest rate. You know, in this type of economy, that's good. So a lot of thousands of people transferred and started putting their money into that 360 account. Well, in the wee hours of the night, Capital One changed it, friend, and said, we're gonna turn this into a performance account. And instead of getting a 4% interest, we're gonna knock it down to 0.0030%. And so the people were like, wait a minute, that's not what I signed up for. So the feds got involved. And guess how much they cheated them folks? $2 billion. But it don't stop there, Upper. This is day 3 that the majority of the folks from the Capital One that do banking, they can't access their money. I read a comment that said they can't even pay lunch. Oh my goodness.
Man, and see, that's the shit I hate about this economy. And that's why my wife used to be telling me to use banks. And that's why I always keep cash around. I can't stand banks. Because if something happens to the bank, they will freeze your accounts and you will be out here assed out and won't nobody care about nothing. That's why cash is always still the number one thing right there. Because, and see, they got all these actors promoting Capital One and all this shit. But, like, when a bank has problems like that, the feds freezes all that shit. And they don't even care about the people who got to access their shit to live. Like, what if you got to pay rent and your money in there? You got direct deposit. You can't do nothing about it. But Capital One will be paying out some lawsuits. I'm going to tell you one thing. They about to be just like Wachovia. They about to go out of business. They about to go out of business like Wachovia. But a money market account, I think that shit's like 7.3 interest. But you got to keep your money in there a certain amount of time, though.
It's still bogus. It's still. I remember when you just used to have to put your bank. Who remembers CDs? CDs used to be the stuff. And
bill bonds, the 5-year savings bonds.
That's crazy. So my thoughts and prayers are with everyone that is in Capital One that is unable to pay their bills and they can't even get their direct deposits, man. Like I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine. That's messed up, bro. But let's kick this boxing talk off, man.
Always some shady ass people doing some shady ass shit.
Exactly. And they wonder why we producing Luigi's of the world. I'm not encouraging violence or anything, but good God Almighty.
I am, but go ahead.
Oh, thank you, Upper. But anyways, let's kick this off, you guys. It's boxing talk. Thank you for allowing me to ramble. Brian, the king of the chat, is in the building. Salute, King. Hey, Frequent. Hey, Teach. All right, so do we have any housekeeping? Oh, yes, because I forgot to talk about this one. Keyshawn Davis, step to the center, King. Keyshawn Davis says that he's on a whole different path. He's not fighting Andy Cruz. Who is Andy Cruz? He fighting for a championship. He is not interested. He officially said he is not interested in pursuing a fight with Andy Cruz. How do you feel about that, people? How do you feel about that?
Hey, you know how I feel about it, Keith. Nigga, if you don't whoop my ass 4 times, nigga, you got to see me. Like, them other 4 times was practice. This is the real deal right here. Shalom to my brother, Mr. Altruistic, man. Happy Shabbat today, brother. Peace and blessings to you, my brother. But it shows me, well, you know something. If I was Keyshawn, I can see it 2 ways, right, Key? Keyshawn on the path toward Tank, allegedly. But Keyshawn is fighting for a title shot right now. You feel me? And then after that, he has a chance to Now, you can't really say that, LaMarcus. Look at it. If Andy Cruz wants to fight Keyshawn, then Andy Cruz need to go get that IBF belt. Or he need to get himself up in the sanctioning body because really, even though he does have 4 wins over Keyshawn, the man he got less than 5 wins. Keyshawn's fighting for a title. Like, even though it would be great retribution in a financial sense and in boxing sense, it wouldn't make no sense for Keyshawn to turn around and go back. Because Keyshawn, right now, his trajectory, he's on a different level than where Andy Cruz is. Andy Cruz is trying to get to Keyshawn's level. Like, Keyshawn is on the precipice. He's on the precipice of fighting the cash cow of boxing. Like, Keyshawn is on the precipice of fighting the cash cow, Tank Davis. Like, so, Why would he turn around and fight Andy Cruz? Because Andy Cruz ain't really offering him nothing for real, for real. I mean, yeah, as a boxing fan, I would like to see it get his face back, but I mean, Keyshawn's about to fight Baranchek for the belt. Now, after he beats Baranchek, then he got Loma and Tank right there. Why would he go back and fight Andy?
Yeah, that is true. Keyshawn Davis has a daddy, and his name is Andy Cruz. Well, Andy Cruz did fire back Diaz. Hey, Coach Diaz, and say that. And Andy Cruz did an interview and said that Keyshawn Davis is his son. I'll give it 5 years. Okay, but here's my thing, though. Okay, but here's my thing. Is blame warranted on both sides, though? Hey, Dondrick, now is blame warranted on both sides? Because Keyshawn, this is not the first time Keyshawn has said that he wasn't really checking for Andy Cruz.
He should have been done for him, though. I feel like he should have been done for him like 2 fights ago. And them buttercups ain't getting me, Dondrick. What I'm saying is, Dondrick, yeah, we want to see Andy fight him, but it don't make sense for Keyshawn to go fight the man because Andy Cruz, what is he bringing to Keyshawn, dude? Like, Keyshawn is fighting for a belt right now. Then his next fight is either Tank Davis or Lomachenko. So you think he's going to turn down Lomachenko or Tank Davis to go fight Andy Cruz? That would be dumb as hell. Now, if I was Eddie Hearns, I would make motherfucking Andy Cruz get a belt or go up there and fight Loma or something like that. Like, I mean, ain't he ranked in the IBF key? Ain't Andy Cruz ranked in the IBF on Loma shit?
But the thing is, he just petitioned. Remember, Upper? I talked about it. He just petitioned to the WBA to be a Mando to Tank Davis. Remember? So
Yeah,
even if he was in the IBF, that'd be null and void because the WBA, he petitioned it to the WBA right now.
Shout out to Slogan One, peace and blessings, King. But that's just like he dumb as hell if he try to get a Tank fight, because for him to fight Tank, he has to bring something. Like, Tank, what Tank look like fighting that man? Even if he is great or good, I'm not saying he is, but even if he is, nigga, you got 5 fights, bro. They gave Tank hell about fighting Frank Martin. They gave him hell about Frank Martin. Like, that's why I said, Tay, Andy Cruz should have fought Raymond Muratalla and got in line and get that motherfucking Loma. I would, if I was Andy Cruz, if I was Eddie Hearns, and I was moving Andy Cruz, and this is only logical, if I was moving Andy Cruz to set him up for the Keyshawn fight, I would have had him fight Muratalla. I would have had him fight. Well, you know, Kid Austin has over 20 fights too, LaMarcus. He has over 20 fights. But Kid Austin is fighting Shakur for a belt. So Keyshawn is fighting for a belt. And then he has a chance to fight Tank Davis. That's what y'all not looking at. If you have a chance to fight Tank Davis for 8 figures, or you gonna fight motherfucking damn Andy Cruz for less than $1 million. Because an Andy Cruz fight, he not getting $1 million for that fight. Keyshawn hasn't made $1 million yet. Y'all think he about to turn down a bag to go fight Andy? That's crazy as hell. Like, y'all also got to think, it's called prize fighting. It's called prize fighting. And Cal Cooley, I understand that, and I swear I hope the WBA does not make Andy Cruz Tanks mandatory. Andy Cruz has fought 4 fighters, and I mean, yes, he looks good, but hell, the other fighter he just fought gave him some ass. I mean, he won, but he hasn't fought no top tier guy yet. He hasn't even fought nobody in the top 10 yet. You're trying to be mandatory, but you haven't had a top 10 fight. I mean, I'm not saying he's not the goods, but you got to show and tell, bro. Just like they didn't want Earl to skip the line, Andy, you can't skip the line, bro. Like, this is, you know what I'm saying? Dondrick, I bet if Andy Cruz wanted that fight with Muratalla, they'd make it. They would make that fight. But if he was go the IBF route, he could press for that fight. This is what I'm saying. LaMarcus, if he doesn't fight Tank, then he's fighting Loma. They already trying to set up Keyshawn versus Loma. And Miss Barbara D, they're not gonna do Keyshawn versus Shakur. One of them scared, and the other one glad he's scared. Exactly, DZ Sanchez. Andy Cruz doesn't have a fan base yet. Andy Cruz should go fight Abdullah Mason. What you think, Key? Shout out Juice Lee, peace and blessings. Key, you must be on mute.
So here's hey Juice Lee, hey DZ. This is how I feel about the whole situation.
Let me hear it, best friend.
I think that they're moving Andy Cruz in a different direction because again, if he now did Keyshawn turn down the fight with him the first time? Yes, he did. That's why I said it. I think it's blame to be had on both sides. Yes, he did. He did turn that fight down. But this now come around by Andy Cruz petitioning, and he's fighting for a WBA eliminator fight. And he's petitioning to the WBA. That's Tank's belt. So I think that what Andy Cruz is doing, if he truly wanted that, he would go to the WBO route. I do agree with that instead of petitioning for the WBA. I don't agree with Tank fighting him. And I think that since Maritala is fighting an IBF eliminator match in either March, April, or May, one of the two. Remember, they gave Loma grace until October because he's injured. So leave him alone, y'all. Loma said he injured. That's what we're going with. Hey, Mike.
His pride is injured. That's all.
Hey, thank you, Upper. Hey, Devontae. So I think that I think it's sold up, to be honest with you. I think for him, because of course Bob is gonna, do what for his fighters. So Maritala, and Keyshawn and Barenchek, those are all his fighters. So he's doing in-house fights. Can't be mad at that. And again, Andy Cruz is looking like he's out on the island because he's managed by who? Eddie Hearn and Matchroom. So I wouldn't be surprised if the WBA shoots down that mandatory, still makes him number one. He'll still be, I presume he'll be number one, but he won't get that fight.
He's trying to leapfrog people. He was trying to leapfrog people. He ain't even number one.
He's fighting to be number one. His next fight coming up, remember?
But he's not even fighting the number one person. But you know something, Key?
I know, Upper. Yes.
You know something? Loma didn't look hurt when he was beating on George Kambosos, though, did he? He said he looked like he had free lunch in that day. Huh?
Maybe he sprained his back after he knocked out Kambosos. You know how long it's been? No, you know how long it's been since Loma had a knockout? That took a lot of power out of him. He knocked him out and sprained his back. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Come on, Loma. His back is messed up now. His back.
Shout out to Devontae Cromwell. Shout out to my man Mike Rhythm in the building, man. Shout out to my man Mark Yee in the building. Big AMC FSG. And my guy Teach. No, there ain't no number one in the WBA because that was Kid Austin. I mean, Floyd Schofield.
Yep.
Floyd Schofield was number one. But this
and look what happened. And the WBA didn't petition him to. And you know what? That just lets me know that Kid Austin didn't really want that fight because at least Andy Cruz is petitioning now. Kid Austin didn't even petition.
I was going to say that shit too. You want me to tell you that? I'm glad you said that, Key. Segue into Kid Austin. I'm like Key. I'm about to do my Key impression. Into Kid Austin not wanting that fight. Him and his dad made a whole damn series on why Tank is scared of Floyd Schofield. They was talking about how Tank ducking, how they this and that. They did a whole thing to get Kid Austin name buzzing. And they're the number one contender. Why would you leave the WBA and you're the number one contender? Tank mandatory would have been coming up this year. If you was really about that work with Kid Austin and you really wanted Tank, would you have left the WBA, Key?
Nope, not for that payday.
Hell nah. Shakur, what you getting fighting Shakur, you would have got 4 or 5 times versus Tank.
Absolutely. Yes, you're right, Teach. It was William Zepeda and Kid Austin, but William Zepeda was always going after Shakur. So they was always trying to make that fight. So that's why we brought up Kid Austin. But you're right, though, Teach. It was William Zepeda number 1.
They done took Zepeda out of the WBA?
Yeah, remember he got the interim. With Tevin Farmer. For the WBC.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Kid was number 2 as of December. He gone now because he finna fight Shakur for the WBC. I was just looking at him as number 1 because I knew he wasn't getting Tank and Williams Zepeda, Teach. I knew he wasn't. It was too much back and forth between Zepeda, Golden Boy, and Shakur Stevenson. It's too much back and forth. I knew they was trying to set something up with that. He said Shakur ain't no Tank Davis. Oh, whatever. Now he trying to give him his props. Okay, Kid Austin. Okay.
Exactly. He say shit. Harlem Hemp, salute. He said shit. He say Shakur is easier on the body, but the fact that Shakur isn't no Tank Davis, shit, that means you ain't getting a Tank Davis payday. I'm like this, Key. We going for that bag. Because look, you could lose to anybody in boxing. You feel me? Like, anything can happen and you can get an unexpected loss. So if I'm going to lose, I want the best for my belt. No, Teach, it ain't Santos. Edwin De Los Santos had a chance and he got hurt, supposedly.
No. Remember, I took him off the injury reserve. He's supposed to be coming.
That's why I said he got hurt until Tank had an opponent. And when Tank had an opponent...
you just be trying to... Man. You really don't like boxing. Everybody is not faking an injury.
Everybody is not getting hurt in boxing, damn it, Key. Now, just like you said, everybody ain't faking injury. Everybody ain't getting hurt, Key. Hot damn it now. They done went all these years without getting hurt. And the next thing you know, you got 30 people hurt in 2 months. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. We're not going for it. And hey, while we in here talking about not going for it, can I get 4 people to support the grind, either the Cash App or the PayPal on this great Friday right here? This Friday, the end of the week. I need 4 people to represent and support the channel. You say what, Key?
Well, speaking of Santos and Shakur, speaking of Santos, Shakur Stevenson said that Tank Davis should fight Edwin De Los Santos.
Why? You beat him, Shakur. Why the fuck is... One thing about Tank doesn't have to fight y'all leftovers. If they're not good enough to beat y'all, why Tank gonna fight him? That's why Tank has the most wins over undefeated fighters. Like Edwin De Los Santos, if he couldn't beat Shakur, why would Tank fight him? So people can sit there and say, "Oh, Tank fighting Shakur's leftovers." But hell, Shakur, instead of you telling the Tank to fight him, why don't you go back and rematch the man and actually fight the man? Because what you did the first time wasn't no fight. Y'all ain't even squabble up. Why don't you go there and fight the man and give us a fight? At least don't turn your back and take off. Because that's the first time I ever seen somebody turn their back and run in a match.
Be quiet. You are bye. Y'all don't like boxing. Y'all don't like boxing for real. Yep, Savage Killer Queen. He was Queen, and then next thing you know, he injured. He got injured, so he's off the injury reserve. Shout out to Edwin.
But Key,
Yes.
Key, did you see how as soon as they announced Tank versus Lamont Roach, as soon as they did that, 3 days later, Edwin De Los Santos had a video that he was sparring, that he was back healthy. Yeah.
Yeah. Upper.
Look. So as soon as that happened, Shakur came back out and he had the other damn hand. Yeah, exactly. Akelo. De Los Santos couldn't even beat my boy William Foster III. William Foster III put hands and feet on De Los Santos.
Y'all being messy. This Andy petition might be a good thing. Unifications trump mandatories. It's supposed to. But this is what I feel like. If Andy Cruz,
I feel like he should fight De Los Santos. They should have a. I was just about
to say that.
Great blind snake alike, Key.
That's a good fight. That's a good Edwin De Los Santos versus Andy Cruz. That's a good fight,
If
y'all.
he can't beat Edwin De Los Santos, he don't deserve a tank fight. And if Edwin De Los Santos can't take a man with 4 fights out the damn way, he need to get the hell out that top spot. Period.
Hey, Richard.
Just like they doing. Shout out to my brother Richard Paris in the building, A1 the Hoop Zone. So just like everybody else is sitting there doing these damn eliminators, let them two eliminate. And I hope the WBA do like the IBF. Don't put nobody in the 1 and 2 spot. You feel me? Let the motherfuckers damn fight for the spot. Eliminator. That's good right there.
Hey, A1, absolutely. I get with that. I get with that one. Let's see. You know what? I'm excited to see what the WBA does. Now, Andy Cruz has to pull this fight off. I have no doubt that he will. So let's see what Andy does. And then afterwards, I think we'll have a better grasp on the WBA. You know what I'm saying? As far as the movement and who's gonna do what. I saw Frank Martin and Edwin is in negotiations. I saw that too, but Frank Martin came out and said what negotiations. But Frank Martin, like I told you guys, Frank Martin should be returning in March. That's what I heard. Now, was I'm not hearing is if it's going to be a 135 or 140.
140. They said 140.
I was thinking about that. That will open it up because the next topic on this conversation is Africa officially the boogeyman of 140. Devin moved up. Ryan Garcia said to hell with 140. Everybody going to 147. It appears that Teofimo Lopez might be fighting at 147. So what's going on? Is it just Africa now? Like, because I think the boogeyman is Andy Hirakawa, but you ain't
that the boogeyman. But guess what, Key? Matias still there for Africa. Antonio King, salute, King.
Yep. Matias have the IBF Eliminator coming up. Yep.
So we're going to see what kind of boogeyman he is. I mean, he didn't want to fight Matias the first time because of the weight clause, but now he ain't going to have no choice.
What about Puello? Why everybody skips over? Well, I guess we got to see how Sando Martin.
He got Sando Martin problems. You got to see what him and Sando Martin do.
Yeah. But I like Andy Hirakawa, but there's a lot of people saying now that everybody is moved up is Africa. I got another question for y'all. How clear is Africa's road to undisputed at 140? Let's talk about it.
It's not.
Okay, why not?
I ain't got Africa beating Andy Hirakawa for one. For two, Puello will give Africa problems. He's a long body. He's long just like Africa, and he can box. Who's the other champions at 140? I think he beats El Rayo.
What about Tio? Tio don't want to fight Africa.
He'll beat the shit out of Tio.
And
he'll sit there in the pocket and beat Tio ass. Matter of fact, the only champion that would give him problems is either Puello or Sando Martin. I got him beating El Rayo. I got him beating Tio.
Absolutely. Hey, Antonio. A1, no, I did not. Lord Jesus.
Ain't Andy Hirakawa the man about to have a mandatory for I think WBA, ain't
he? He is the mandatory for WBA. He beat our Amazonian warrior.
Oh yeah. He's the champion, ain't he? Ain't he the intern?
Nope.
Ain't he the WBA world champion, ain't he?
No, El Rayo is.
No, I thought El Rayo was the super.
No, it's just one champion. It's just El Rayo.
But didn't the Amazonian Warrior have the world? I thought Rolly was the super and the Amazonian Warrior was the WBA world.
I'm not sure. It's not showing that.
You know you can't see it because of fucking box rec. They ain't got shit for WBA on there. But Rolly was the super, I thought, and I thought old boy was the intern because he beat Davis, the black guy Davis, whatever his name was, the one he knocked out because he couldn't breathe.
O'Hara Davis.
Yeah, O'Hara Davis.
Lord be with him because he got another fight coming up, bro.
Desmond Johnson and Big Block in the building.
Hey y'all, please, Lord be with O'Hara Davis.
Did he just get his ass spanked?
Yes, he did. And it's time for him to sit down. But he coming back again. Golden Boy said, we ain't done with you yet. Oscar just ruining this boy, bro. Oh, do you know who else is coming back? Y'all finna cuss me out. Hey,
Boo-boo.
GM. Well, obviously Boo Boo, okay? But
Shout out to GM.
Montana Love. Woo! Yay. Oh my goodness. Come on.
Who the hell Montana gonna fight?
Montana Love said that he is back in the gym. He is ready, y'all. Okay.
Okay, there is no super. Okay. Cool. My nigga Black all day, bro. Peace and blessings to you, brother. I hope and all praises to the Most High. And brother, I hope your son's doing well. Been keeping him in our prayers, bro. With peace and blessings to you, my brother. And shout out to the beautiful Queen 2 Cent. If you're not subscribed to 2 Cent, you better go ahead and click that subscribe button right now.
Salute to the beautiful Queen 2 Cents. Black all day and twice on Sundays. Good to see you, King. It's been a while. I just, man, Montana Love versus Matias. You know what? You messy. Y'all messy. Y'all is messy. 2 Cents, not you being messy. I thought we would be happy that 140 is starting to expand again now that everybody jumping up to 147. Leaving Africa by himself. Been fasting, y'all. I'm done now. Amen. Black all day. I know that's right.
Salute, Black all day. Fasting and prayer, baby. That's when you fast and pray, boy. That's when the daggone prayers go through even better, bro. Fasting and praying.
Man, y'all mean to Montana, Lord Jesus. But anyways, I guess I think that if Andy, well, we gotta see how El Rayo looks in his upcoming fight, but Andy Guerrero is a problem. What?
Look at his phone. Shout out to the beautiful Queen Ashley's Corner. And make sure you subscribe to her as well. Peace and blessings to you, Ashley.
Let me see. Hey to the beautiful Queen. Salute, Queen. Salute. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to my girls' channels. Now look at the last promo fight pics. He had mascara and lip gloss on. I'm not making that up. You know what? Montana Love. Let me tell y'all something.
Mascara, makeup, and a pocketbook dog.
Okay, first of all, shout out to pocketbook dogs. Y'all not gonna do us today. Y'all not gonna make fun of us.
He had that dog in the Gucci purse, Key.
Y'all so bogus. It's called fashion, Upper.
A man ain't supposed to have a purse anyway, though, Key.
Lord have mercy. Y'all don't like boxing. Y'all don't like boxing for real. Retired a while back. The guy who Montana Love flipped over the roof. Thank you guys so much. Anyways, shout out to the return of the 140 division at least. Let's get into the meat and potatoes.
The 140 division is becoming exercise. Like everybody gone.
Everybody is gone. Absolute. Hey, Opulent. Everybody is gone.
Let's say salute to the 147 being revitalized.
Salute. And you know what? Hey, EB. There go my boy. And you know what, Upper? I promise you, if all these boys that's going up don't fight Boots Ennis, I'm writing a letter. Ooh, I'm going to write a letter.
You need to go ahead and get your pen ready, Keith.
You don't think they're going to fight Boots?
I don't think none of them going to fight. Which one going to fight him?
Well, it's Devin, Ryan Garcia, and allegedly, because you know we got to put allegedly behind Teo. Allegedly, Teo.
I said, which one? You still didn't answer my question.
What?
Which one is going to fight him? You heard what Garcia dad already said.
Well, he got Pitbull allegedly, so he was.
I said, what did Henry Garcia say when Eddie say I got boots?
He said I got Pitbull. What about Pitbull?
Exactly.
So okay.
That's one that's not going to do it.
Devin.
Bill and Devin, come on, Keith. Come on, Kay.
Bill Haney did say that he would a fantasy fight of his is Devin and Boots, you guys. So
he was talking about playing Knockout Kings, Keith. He wasn't talking about in real life. He was talking about on the PS5. He was talking about the PS5, Keith. Because he damn sure wasn't talking about it in real life. That damn sure wasn't what he was talking about. That nigga already talking about Ryan Garcia power. What do you think he gonna talk about Jerron Ennis? His son will be smaller. Boots is almost 6 feet tall, Key. Devin will have he will be disadvantaged in speed, power, length, and height. You think Bill's about to go into a fight being down on everything?
Okay, what about Tio? Tio got him on the hit list. He said he want to execute.
Tio is not fighting nobody with a 50% win record unless they got under 50% wins.
Y'all are just, who's Devin going to fight at 147? It appears Jose Ramirez.
Now, like I said.
Oh, no, it's not appears. That's solidified. He's fighting Jose Ramirez.
Tio gets beat by Devin, though. If I was Devin, before that Ryan Garcia fight, I would have took Tio, Key. I would have did everything I could to get that
Tio dug Devin. I'm saying Tio dug everybody.
I would have did that shit in public. Like, Tio, here's the contract, nigga. Let's do it.
Remember, Devin said he's not fighting in weight classes anymore. He ain't get let's see what he does with this one. Because speaking of Tio, go ahead.
He said he ain't fighting in weight classes, but they talk about fighting Ryan Garcia with a rehydration. Now, when have you heard about Devin talking about rehydration? The rehydrating king. He talked about a rehydration, so you know he wants a weight class when he get in there with Ryan Garcia.
Now, speaking of Tio, though, now I heard that Ryan Garcia was supposed to be fighting Tio, but all of these reports came out that I guess he's supposed to be fighting Pitbull Cruz. We talked about that yesterday. All of us did. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was Tio, so I'm waiting to, you know what I'm saying, officially announce Garcia versus Pitbull because I thought it was Tio upper.
Well, it's still that old sparring footage of Tio and Ryan where Ryan was beating the shit out of Tio. So, Tank was beating Tio, Ryan was beating Tio. I'm pretty sure Tio's not. You said Ryan's fighting Tio, GM? I would love to see Ryan fight Tio. I would love it. If Tio fights Ryan Garcia, that would be very good. That'd be Ryan Garcia be the only one of the four kings that's done fought every one of them. And that would solidify him as number 2. You got Tank number 1, Ryan number 2. And honestly, I think Devin is number 3, and I think Tio shouldn't even be involved in the four kings, honestly. I'm just being honest. I don't even think he's a 4 king.
Who, Tio?
Yeah, really.
Yeah, I got to because I'm upset with Tio. I can't believe Tio turned down all them fighters like that, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like a king don't turn down 12 different fights, Keith. And look, and can I please get 4 people to support the grind for the day? It's Friday. Can I get 4 people either in the Cash App or the PayPal? Let's keep this shit going, people. I need 4 people to support the grind today.
Marcus, that's what I said. I said Pitbull is moving up because Pitbull, I think if I'm not mistaken, Pitbull is ranked at 140.
Come back down to 135. Yeah.
So I'm
like, around fight Pitbull. Pitbull going back to 135.
Exactly. So I don't know where these reports of where this came from, but I was under the impression, I got told personally that Ryan Garcia was fighting Tio.
Didn't Tio do the handshake about that too?
Yeah, so I thought it was Tio. So I'm not solidifying this report. GM says that's Bill.
Hey GM, what questions they gonna ask about Devin and Tio? Tio versus Ryan is a better fight than Devin and Tio, honestly. Like, and then after Ryan Garcia beats on Tio, then Devin and Tio can fight each other for the 4th spot, for the 3rd and 4th place spot. Hey Key. So after Ryan beats Tio and beats Devin, then Tio and Devin can fight each other for a payday, and they can be fighting for the 3rd and 4th place spot. We already know who's number 1. Ryan going to solidify himself as number 2. So then Tio and Devin got to see who's number 3 and 4.
Yeah. I still don't think that. Thank you. I knew I wasn't tripping, Savage Killer Queen. I'm like, I thought Pitbull was ranked in 35. So I'm like, yo, he fighting Garcia up there. I heard it was Tio. I brought that to y'all first. I said, yo, I heard Ryan Garcia fighting Tio.
Yes, you did. And you even showed, and you made me go look, and they shook hands.
Exactly. So I heard that. So I don't know where
Well,
this Pitbull is coming from.
well,
Yes, I did. I'm gonna read that. Hold, I got you up. I'm finna
but you know something, GM? They sent T.O. to offer GM. You said Solo Johnson. You said how that make Tank the number one if he ain't fought nobody. Well, who's number one? He's fought Ryan Garcia solo, and Ryan Garcia beat Devin, so that should make him number one right there. And Tank has fought somebody. Frank Mark was the number one contender. Tank beat him. Rolly was a champion. Tank beat him. Y'all keep discrediting Tank about his wins at 135. Pedraza was undefeated champion. Tank beat Pedraza. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all keep acting like Tank ain't fought nobody. He beat a Hall of Famer, Leo Santa Cruz. He beat a gold medalist and a champion, Hector Luis Garcia. He beat the 140 champion, Mario Barrios. Like, y'all keep acting like this man ain't fighting nobody. And Solo Johnson, he tried to fight Devin. Devin ran and turned him down. He tried to fight Shakur. Shakur ran and turned him down. He tried to fight Loma. Loma retired. That's how he make him number one. Because everybody that says that they're in the top, they ducked them. So that's how you become number one.
we're gonna get to that Shakur situation. Ooh.
Yes, we are.
But here's what Tio said. Devin said, why didn't T-Ho fight Matias? And Tio said, because Top Rank wanted to host it on the West Coast when it should be in New York City, forced it to be on pay-per-view, and lastly, offered $2.8 million when I'm the last star power they have left. All roads are leaning towards Keyshawn as their next pupil. Oh, Tio.
2.8 would be the biggest.
Tio, you just did 4,000 seats at the Tio.
Incel, my brother.
Oh.
He did beat him though, Incel, but Ryan didn't cheat. Ryan was contaminated by
No upper. No, don't do
it.
it. Come
Ryan
on.
was contaminated by a trainer that he brought in that he got from Zab Judah. Zab Judah sent Ryan Garcia a trainer to help him cut weight. And that trainer gave him tainted supplements that he used to give to Danny Jacobs. And this trainer also used to work for Victor Conte in Cell. But it is what it is. Because if he cheated in Cell, because Cell, I ain't seen you in a while, my brother. And I hope you're doing well. But shout out to my brother Dragons Assassins Official. Yeah, Scooter Savage Killer Queen. When you got something like Ostarine in Cell, like it takes between 8 to 12 weeks for you to get the effects of Ostarine, because what it does is it helps you cut weight, but it actually gives you a little bit of energy so you can work out more. So it doesn't it's not a steroid. What it does is it helps you to work out so you can make yourself better. And so, Ryan Garcia passed every drug test before that. So, he passed every drug test before that,
Hey, Incel, allegedly for that. Jarrigan Assassin, salute King. But back to this T.O. situation. T.O., come on now, bruh. You didn't want it to be on pay-per-view. Matias and T.O. would have did good numbers on pay-per-view.
First off, Key, that would have been Teofimo's biggest payday. 2.8. Shout out to my brother, Phenomenal Show in the building. That would have been Teofimo. That would have been his biggest payday up to date. Because he was always complaining that he only got $1 million for Josh Taylor. He was complaining that he only got 1 point something for George Kambosos. Nigga, they keep offering you a biggest payday for your next fight, and you still won't take the fight, T-Ho. Like, come on, you really don't want to fight, my nigga. You scared. If you scared, say you scared.
He also said, now that I want to play business, I am a duck. I'm a Hall of Fame stamped at 25. I have a son, and it's time to think about longevity for their next heir to my throne. We'll see who finishes on top. See you all in the ring in the next few months. Summer 16. That's that May card. That's what I heard that it was.
Right. Ryan said he's fighting in May.
Exactly. Speaking of the May card, I know that there's a post by Rick Glazier going around. Rick Glazier said that Prime is
you talking about something that Rick Glazier said?
Yes, hold on, because I got to clear this up. That Prime is dumping PBC that they're done with them, that they've squandered money and all this other stuff. That is fake news, ladies and gentlemen. I can confirm that the PBC just a venue in Vegas for May 3rd. I can confirm that. So if that was the case, why would Prime let them do that? Matter of fact,
And
yes,
plus, we also got.
it's gonna be at
Oh,
the
go ahead.
T-Mobile. It's gonna be at the T-Mobile Arena for May 3rd. It's on hold already. It's reserved. So stop it,
Yes.
Rick,
And
stop it.
also, they got the Tank fight on hold as well. So, you know, Dick Glazier is mad because he doesn't get press credentials to the PBC fights no more. And if y'all was watching our show a couple months ago, Rachel Donnell was so happily to grace us with the video of Rick Glazier getting kicked out the venue. They wouldn't give him a seat. They kicked him and his wife out. His fat ass almost passed out from walking. He was mad because he didn't get press credentials. Rick Glazier or Dick Glazier, this man has been fake news all the time. He doesn't get money in boxing no more because everybody know that he used to skim off the top and he used to shit his players. But now, Dick Glazier, he tries to make his money off of social media. So, you know, he has to. He's like Blue Blood and Dan Raphael. They just spread fake news. They throw shit against the wall and whatever sticks, it smears. You feel what I'm saying? Rick Glazier hasn't said shit true in 37 years. I'm just being honest. The man is a habitual liar. Like, he doesn't know the truth if it bit him. If Rick Glazier told me that the police was outside, I still would have to look out my window. I'm just being honest. And like I said, can I get 4 people to support the grind for the day? I just need 4 people, either Cash App or PayPal to support the grind, because y'all know this is the only way we keep the grind going, because this is a demonetized channel at this moment. But in 2 months, we should be getting it back. We should be getting it back in 2 months. That'll be my year ban to be up. Because I found out I did get a year ban. I got a yearly ban for saying the F word and talking about the pointy hats. And I ain't talking about the F word saying fuck. I'm talking about the F word with the alphabet community.
Hey,
But
yes, we're not doing that.
You said what, Key?
Yes, you are not doing that anymore, Upper.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it no more. It slipped out. I don't even remember when I said it, but I still don't remember when I said the shit, though. I don't even think I used that word. I think they just put it on me. They framed me. But yeah, I just need 4 people to support either the Cash App or PayPal. You know, keep it going.
Absolutely. So
it's stupid.
Thank you, General. Phenomenal.
He said Teletubbies. I thought he was Calcula. I thought he was a little Oompa Loompa, actually. I thought he was one of them little Oompa Loompa doopity doo. I got another problem for you. Shout out to my nigga, the VP, Alan Sostain in the building.
Salute. Hey, Alan. So, y'all are mean. So, yes, I can confirm that. So, no, there's no friction. There's none of that. Okay, it's gonna be at the T-Mobile Arena, huge arena. So that has me thinking that is a Canelo fight, which I believe Ryan Garcia or Tio will be on that possible undercard. That's my hunch. But let's see how this plays out.
I did, Lamar.
Hey, AJ, good.
Yeah, B-Dog, that one. LaMarcus, I did say that to him. Damn, yeah, I do remember that. Roll over with the photo with the 4 hoes and get those.
Thank you, guys. Hey, Mike, Rhyme, I think I seen you up in the chat. I forgot to say hi to you. Oh, real quick. Upper, did you know that Big Meech is having a party on February 13th in Florida?
Yeah, Big Meech out there drinking this shit already.
Is Lil Baby Rick Ross? Well, you know Rick always gonna be in the mix. Sexy Red, Kodak Black, Payroll Giovanni. Finally, he gets his credit. I like Payroll. He's out of Detroit. I like Payroll Giovanni.
Look, well, you know, you said Baby. You talking about Baby from Cash Money?
Lil Baby, from Georgia.
Key,
can you hear me?
I'm about to say, well, Rick Ross and Baby. Well, I was about to say, Rick Ross and Baby, they don't even like women. So, Baby, Birdman, and Rick Ross, they always hugged up on niggas in the videos. They be having the girls just in the background. The girls just be dancing in the background. Like, they ain't never on the girls, man. I be like, damn. Like that video that ever since a nigga hit that DJ Khaled, ever since a nigga hit the top, niggas wanna see me, they don't love you, no. Like they had all them beautiful women, but them niggas was hugged up the whole video. I'm like, wow. They just props.
Absolutely.
The women are just props.
Oh my God. Anyway, so if you're in Sunrise, Florida, on the 13th of February, attend that if you feel like it. Probably bring a bulletproof vest. You know what I'm saying? Have your running shoes on, ladies. Don't wear your 6-inch stilettos, because you might have to run about that bad boy. I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Shout out to the beautiful queen, Miss Barbara D, in the Cash App with the $5 holler. She say, for the grind. I appreciate Barbara D every time that you look out for the grind. Thank you so much, queen. You always look out for the show. I just need three people to look out for it. Now, hold up. Like, I need 2 more people to look out because I just got a $2 Cash App from my guy, Marquis, in the building. Salute to brother Marquis. So now I just need 2 more people to support the grind for the day, and we good. Shout out to my brother Marquis with the $2 holler in the Cash App. Now I just need 2 more people to support the grind, and I appreciate everything that y'all doing for me today and every day. And I especially appreciate y'all for coming through and checking on the show. And make sure y'all subscribe to 2 Cent Boxing, Ashley's Corner, A1 Hoop Zone, and all the family that's sitting there doing it.
Absolutely, yes, A1 as well. Speaking of A1, Bruce Shushu Carrington is ranked. Yeah, so he's officially ranked number 1. Well, we already talked about that for the WBC and the WBO, and number 2 for the WBA, and number 4 for the IBF. And Shushu said, and now one of them champions has uttered my name. Don't worry, y'all can't have for much longer. I'm applying that pressure all 2025. Shushu ready for the big dogs, y'all. What y'all think?
I thought he wanted anyway. And shout out to my brother Alan Sostain in the Cash App with the $5. Make him say holla. Appreciate you, King. Thank you for supporting the channel. VPN gang in the building. Now I just need 1 more person to support the grind for the day. Who's gonna be the one person that supports it for today? Peace and blessings. Savage Killer, you say Clarissa want the female boxers do be on them Saudi card. Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this, Savage Queen. I wouldn't suggest a female boxer going to Saudi because, like I said, Saudi is not a place where they give women that many rights. And honestly, and I'm just saying honestly, women are not even supposed to show skin. Like they like their women to be covered up. So when you got a woman that's boxing, it's like a conflict of interest. Like, yeah, they let it go, but if the apartheid go down, then it'll be a problem. So I especially don't want my sisters to go over there. Like the damn Katie Taylors and them, they can take their ass over there. I don't give a damn. But if it's my damn people, I don't want my people going over there setting themselves up for failure. Because that's what that is, setting yourself up for failure. For real.
Well, for Shushu, the IBF champion is Angelo Leo. I would like to see that, actually. Shushu versus Angelo. The WBA is my boy Nick Ball. Brandon Figge is out of the work because he's fighting Fulton, Lord Jesus. Oh, God.
What is that fight? All about that shit. What is that fight, Keith?
That's on the February 1st card with the Battle of the King Day.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was about to say, I knew that shit was soon.
And then Rafael Espinoza, we know as WBO. He successfully defended twice against what's his name? My boy Robisi. So I'm just thinking, who do y'all want to see Shushu come after first? Because he said he want all that pressure in 2025.
What happened to damn Inoue? Like, I thought him and Inoue was supposed to be getting it in. Like, he was calling for Inoue so much, and then after he seen Inoue fight, he said, you know what? Maybe I don't need this one.
Well, anyway, got a a jam-packed for year for 2025. Remember, and you ain't supposed to be fighting 4 times this year. He ain't finna squeeze Shushu in. Who is Shushu?
Well, you remember he came to the daggone fight. Remember, he came to Shushu fight.
Yeah, hey GT Parker, maybe that'll be a good fight for 2026, but right now we're not getting anyway and Shushu. So he wants the champion. So who do y'all want to see him go against? Angelo Leo, Rafael Espinoza. I want
Espinoza destroy that boy. He
upper
better go.
echelon.
Espinoza will destroy Shushu.
Upper.
Shushu better. I'm just being honest. He better. I would take out Nick Ball first. I would take him out first, and I would gradually build myself up. Like we remember when he switched up his opponent. Remember that? And you remember how it didn't go the way he thought it was. Remember, Key? He struggled a little bit. And like I'm saying, like he struggled a little bit, so you really don't want to do that. Yeah, anyway, wasn't impressed, Cal Cooley. And that's why Shushu stopped saying his name, because that's the fight that Inoue came to, and Shushu didn't look good at all. Like Shushu was struggling with some power. Nigga gave Shushu some problems, and Inoue seen it.
Man, y'all are mean. You know what, Shushu? I'm riding with you, King. I want you to go after all of them and fight all of them. You worked for those rankings. You fought like what 3 times last year. I know for sure too. You've been busy. You get a nice crowd every time you fight for the co-main. I think it's time. I'm not denying him no more. Go ahead, Shushu. You want to chase for the belts? Go ahead. Heartbreak is coming. Is coming in. Really, AJ?
But you know something, though, Key. You remember how he would yell at Inoue's name every time somebody would listen. He was yelling Inoue's name. Remember? He ain't doing that shit no more, though, is he?
I mean, but Inoue is not moving out of his weight class either, though.
No, what I'm saying is Shushu stepped up his competition. And when he stepped up the competition, he struggled. He actually struggled when he stepped up the competition.
Let's see. I'm going to ride with Shushu, man. Because I like what I see out of Shushu. I do. And he has the potential to be a star. You know what I'm saying? He continue to ride this wave, especially if he gets.
That's why I said I would have him fight Nick Ball or something like that first. Like, don't just jump in deep in with Espinoza. Like, that's the final boss at 127. Why go after the final boss first? Like, that would be the last one I fight down there if I was him. Like, shit, I'm gonna fight him last. Like, you don't want to fight the final boss first.
Right. I know, Cal. I know, General. I know. Well, speaking of the, go ahead.
3 minutes, Key. I'll be right back.
Well, speaking of fights, Lindolfo Delgado and Elvis
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez.
Shit, really? Oh, that's
and Elvis Rodriguez, 20-0 with 16 KOs for Delgado. Elvis is a 17-1-1 with 13 KOs. What we feeling with this one? The fight should be going down in either March or April.
Elvis is about to go back to Graceland.
Oh, come on, Upper. I think so too. I think Lone Dog.
I mean, it's a good fight. It's a good fight, but his ass going to sleep.
Yeah, I think Lone Dolfo is gonna beat him up bad. Yeah, I think he's gonna stop him. But shout out to Elvis for, you know what I'm saying, stepping up. That should be on a March or April card. So I will have more details once that is solidified. I'm not down in shoes. Like, okay, his last fight was on the Jake. Yeah, I remember that. Potential. Thank you, Slogan. Thank you guys so much. Salute to Slogan. I forgot to say hi to you. Also, before we see Jai Opataya versus Zordo, got to pump a break in there. Because Zordo was just ordered to fight. Lord, let me make sure I say this, man. It looks like the word Dorito, but it's not. It's like Yunel Dorcitos. Dorcitos, right? Yes. I'm gonna call him Dorito, though. I'm gonna call him Dorito. No disrespect to that king, but Zordo, it looks like he's gonna be getting in a ring with him. Unfortunately, he's gonna defend his WBA and WBO belt. And afterwards, they're looking for an immediate unification versus Jai Opataya. So before we get Big Zordo versus Jai Opataya, he got to fight Dorcitos. Yunel Dorcitos. Hey, Kawhi, good to see you. Shoot need more fights. AJ, he said he ready now. Damn, what I do this time, Brian? What I do this time? What did I do? I just want the fights. You know what I'm saying? If he's saying that he ready, who am I to deny him? I can't deny him. But I like Shushu though. Y'all know that. But unfortunately, I won't get to see Zordo and Jai Opataya. That's a heck of a fight that I cannot wait to see. And hopefully, please God, do not let this be a Munguia situation where Zordo gets upset. Oh my God, please God. I can't take no more Jaime Munguias. Can't take it no more. All right. What do you say? Oh, AJ is like, y'all being mean. Also, the Gloves Off premiere for David Benavidez and David Morrell airs tomorrow on PBC. So if you guys ain't got no time tomorrow, y'all got some time to waste a little bit. I know we have a lot of football action happening over the weekend. The Gloves Off, before you watch football or even afterwards, make sure y'all tune in to PBC Gloves Off. I cannot wait. This shows the face-to-face that they had, the pushing, everything. David Benavidez is cussing David Morrell out all throughout this video. He do not, they really just don't like each other. I wouldn't be surprised if David Benavidez, if he was to win over Morrell, if he pulls that Caleb Plant. Remember when Caleb Plant did the, like he was going digging after he beat up and knocked out, what's his name? I wouldn't be surprised if David Benavidez pulled one of those, or David Morrell. Okay, you messing that man there. Oh, come on, whatever. Hey, J Boxing. Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. Okay. So y'all make sure y'all tune in to Gloves Off tomorrow with David Benavidez. Prime Video. Okay. I'm definitely watching it because y'all know I'm gonna come back talking my stuff. Next up on the conversation, for the meat and potatoes of the show, it's time to have that hard talk, y'all. That hard discussion. A lot of people are feeling like, since it was announced yesterday that Fundora and Spence is not getting in the ring anytime soon, that the WBA or WBC basically pulled some strings, did some things that we don't agree with. A lot of people are saying, is it time for Errol Spence to hang it up? Is it time? Hey, Albuga, is it time for Errol Spence to retire? What say you, Chad? Like, is it? Now, some people are crediting his accidents. Then the last fight he was in was all the way back in 2023. And so if he was to come back in the spring or in the summer, that would pretty much be almost a little over 2 years? Would that be 2 years? And it didn't help that Errol Spence said, I'm going to come back when I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? And so it's been done. Okay, Marquis says yes. GT says yes. Brian says not yet. B-Dog said they hating. Got it. He needs to prioritize his health. I mean, he been doing that for like 15 months now, though. I can't say that he didn't. Bruh says no. No. Because him and Jermell gonna fight. I think so, too. But some people are feeling like, maybe it's time for Spence to hang it up. I feel as though like this. You know how Danny Garcia was out the ring for a long time, and I know that's comparing apple to oranges, right, with Errol Spence and Danny. But you remember the last fight Danny was in, and Danny sat down in his corner, and Danny said, yeah, you know what, I got stuff to do. I got to wake up in the morning. We just going to call this one. We going to call this one. You feel me? And that's how I knew. We came back. Remember, after that fight, we all said, yeah, Danny, it's time to let it go. It might be because Danny was a shell of himself. I feel like until Spence give me one of those type of performances, I'm not ready to say that Spence should retire. I thought about it yesterday evening.
Yeah. All right, I'm back. Shout out to my brother GT Parker in the PayPal with the $5 holler. Shout out to my man Devontae Cromwell in the Cash App with the $2 holler. And shout out to my man D1. He says, Key, hey. He's in the Cash App with the $2 holler. He told me to make sure he tell you, hey, he's in the back. He said he can't talk. But if y'all sitting there wanting Wilder to keep on going, I don't want to hear shit about my boy Spence. Like I said, Spence is ready. He just needs to get in that ring. And people don't realize, but they still have one more mega fight for Spence. So Spence is trying to look his best when he comes back against a good name because him versus Canelo is still on the table, Key. That's all they said. Spence just needs to come back with a huge fight. Like he has to come back and look impressive. That's what my sources said. If he looks impressive when he comes back, they're going to sit the Spence versus Canelo. Y'all got to realize Spence couldn't train when he fought Bud. Man had broken hip. I mean, he had broken ribs. Like the man had broken ribs. He couldn't spar. He was in a damn accident, another car accident. But you know, like I said, if Wilder can do it, Spence most definitely can do it. And that's why he's not trying to fuck the bag up because he know his next move got to be his best move. Because for him to get the Canelo fight, it has to be right. All right, I'll check in just a second, Black All Day. I just got back. Oh, hold on.
That's what I think so too. And shout out to D1. Hey D1. Hope you're having a good day at work, King. Some people just want Spence to retire so they can say Bub retired him. That's a good point. That's a good point. But I just feel like I'm not ready. Like I thought about it at first. I was like, maybe it is time for Spence to go ahead and sit down and enjoy the fruits of his labor. But now I'm like, you know what? After I pondered about it, if I'm over here getting cussed out because I want Wilder to return.
That's what you said. That's exactly what you said.
If y'all cussing me out about that, and Ugas, why do I low key want Ugas to return, y'all?
No, leave Ugas to return.
I want Ugas back in the ring.
That last what Barrios did to Ugas, no, and Barrios is not even that time. And for Barrios,
I want Ugas.
Ugas has been in 3 beatings, man. No, he don't need that. Shout out to my man Black All Day, even on night, twice on Sunday in the Cash App with the $5 holla. Ugas, Key, no.
Why?
No, enough is enough, damn it. No, enough is enough, damn it. No.
I just saw Oliver McCall. I want Ugas.
Okay, well, Ugas need to fight somebody of that age range then.
Tito Trinidad is trying to come back out. I want it, damn it.
Tito Trinidad needs. The only fight I'm sanctioning is Ugas Trinidad, damn it.
Exactly. Don't retire Ugas. Thank you. I like Ugas because you know what? You cannot say Trinidad. That Ugas don't go after the smoke. Ugas gonna go after everybody. I want Ugas back. Period. Since a lot of his fans will give Bud his proper.
Yeah, but he looked at that. And before that, Key, I told y'all what Ryan Garcia did before Ryan fought Devin. Remember I told you that Ryan dropped Ugas twice in sparring in headgear? I told y'all that. And I said Ryan Garcia got a right hand now. I said he done dropped Ugas twice in sparring. Now you getting dropped in 16 or you getting there?
Well,
and Barrios, he just put it all up.
Whatever. Y'all are haters. Well, I'm not ready for Spence to go. I know that that's a hard conversation for some.
I said Barrios put the lime in the coke.
An easy conversation
This girl was upset.
Huh?
That's beautiful. Key.
Yeah. Well, let's just see how this go. You know, as far as Errol Spence go, he said he'll be back when he's ready. I got to see how he look. If he pulls a Danny Garcia in that ring, then I'm calling it. Damn it. I'm saying I'm going to write a letter. Y'all know I'm good for my letters. I'm going to write a letter and say,
okay,
Key, that's it.
I'm glad you said that. when Ugas fought, didn't he look like Danny Garcia? When he fought Barrios? Yes, he
No,
did.
absolutely not.
When he fought Barrios, yes, he did, Key.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Ugas was mad that the ref even stopped the fight.
Ref stopped the fight because the man couldn't defend himself, best friend.
It was his eye. His eye got messed up again. Lord,
no, he couldn't defend himself, Key. He was getting hit with too much
surgery?
shit.
Where is the surgery? I need a surgeon on Ugas' eye ASAP, bro. He was Y'all don't like boxing. Y'all don't like boxing for real. Whatever. I'm just saying, if all these other fighters can come back, Ugas can have a comeback. And if Earl get in there looking like Danny Garcia, I'm pulling the plug. I'm gonna say no.
Right. You gonna let Ugas come in there like Danny Garcia. You gonna let him keep rocking.
He did not look like Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia looked like nothing. He didn't even have offense. At least Ugas.
Okay. You want me to tell you who looked like Danny Garcia? Deontay Wilder. He ain't had no offense.
He did have offense. He just turned around. He thought somebody was talking to him, and he got knocked out. Not to mention, he was fighting with the broken arm upper.
He saw his brother's girl in the crowd. That's what it was.
Okay. I'm not going to do this with y'all today. Spence versus Thurman, not bad. I like that. I'm trying to help Ugas keep his baddie. I like football, but not every team. I feel you. Word, man down still. Exactly. Let's just see how Spence come back. If Bud beating layoff, y'all being selfish. I get it, Marquis, but if he pulls a Danny, if he pulls a Mike Tyson, who else just didn't look?
Wilder didn't look good.
If he pulls a Robeisy Ramirez, I know Robeisy got hit in the in the eye with the elbow, but I don't know. If he pulls like a crazy,
Robeisy looked better than Wilder did.
That's so disrespectful. Y'all disrespectful, bro.
Oh no, I'm just being honest, Key. And you used to be honest and objective. I don't know where that Key went, but she needs to come back.
What is wrong with what? How did Wilder look? Now against Parker, he did. Because Parker was using so much movement, and Wilder.
Again, I thought he looked worse against Zane. He was looking like he was scared when he was in there with Zane. Like he looked at that big Chinese dude, was like, "Man, I can't do this." And Wilder was trying to keep distance. Usually Wilder used to attack. That nigga was defensive and trying to get the hell away. He's not the same. He ain't got that killer instinct no more. He's gun shy. Tyson Fury done broke him like this was 1942. I mean, like this was 1475. Tyson Fury done broke that man. He said, "Your name is Coulter." He said, "Yes, master." He broke him. He broke. That's a broken spirit of the man. I said, "Your name is Toby."
Okay.
Now Wilder said his name is Toby.
Thank you, Upper. Thank you guys so much. Y'all are so mean. Oh my God.
Tell me Zane didn't tell that man his name was Toby.
Absolutely not, Upper. I'm not gonna let y'all disrespect. Now let me tell you something. If Spence get knocked out like Wilder just did, then yes, it's time for Spence to hang it up. Jay said after that Zane fight, nah, I'm good. Well, y'all ain't got no choice. Wilder will be back in April. And
well, you know something? Now I would have took Wilder serious if he would have continued to fight who he was gonna fight. Now him coming back fighting Big Shot Shaw, that shit would have still been competitive. Now Wilder fighting a nigga out the damn bar. He done went to the bar. He done went to the Fox and the Hound and told the nigga from the Fox and the Hound to come, let's fight. He fighting a nigga from the Fox and the Hound, damn it. He ain't even fighting a real boxer. Hell, he should have went for Ngannou. He still would have got a payday. I know he could have won that fight. Or because this fight, the fighter that he's fighting now, I think the dude that he's fighting now probably has the skill set of a Francis Ngannou, who's only boxed twice in his life.
I got a feeling. I got a feeling somebody asked who is Spence fighting. I got a feeling that it'll probably be Jermell Charlo.
It's gonna be a Dallas thing. It's gonna be a Texas thing. They're gonna be chopped. I hope it's in the summer because I'm definitely going to that fight. Dripped up, dripped out. I will be healed enough to go to that fight, and I'm gonna slap champ side while I'm there.
Okay, thank you, Upper. I got to see how Spence look in his next fight. It's not me being selfish, Marquis. It's just me seeing. I want to see
I
how.
think it is a little bit. Okay, well, Key, you want to see how Spence look in his next fight? We seen what Wilder look like in his last two.
Why are you comparing Spence to Wilder?
Because Wilder is like 30. Ain't Wilder almost 40 as well? He need to sit his ass down.
I'd rather get knocked out and don't get up as opposed to indefensible punishment and.
Yeah, I'd rather get knocked out too. Because a knockout is over in a second. But when you just sitting there getting beat on, that's why I said Devin, his dad should have stopped it. Because, like, Devin took a beating for 12 rounds. I'd rather you knock me out instead of beating on me for 12 damn rounds because that leaves compound damage. It damages your psyche as well as your body. And you got to realize human bodies are finite, it's not infinite. And the same way you can get a piece of meat and pound on that shit to make it tender, what you think of a nigga hitting you and bludgeoning you with a fist is doing to you? It's pounding you, making you tender. There's only so much tenderizing a man can take.
I
Wilder should
understand.
just fight Joshua and that's it.
I understand.
Win, lose, or draw. Win, lose, or draw, P. They should just fight Wilder versus Joshua. And right now, I give Wilder a 10% chance of winning.
Well, as far as
But
Spence go ahead, Upper.
no, I said go ahead.
As far as Spence go, I got to see how he looking in his next fight. I'm nervous if he fights Jermell Charlo, but I mean, both of them have been out the ring for a while, so these are good comeback fights. Let's see what Spence does. He said he's not coming back until he's ready, but the person that they're proposing for Fundora is I don't like this. Yeah, it is Charles Conwell. He could possibly be on the table. I'm also hearing a dude Joey Spence.
Joey Spencer?
Yes, Joey Spencer.
That's the dude that Jesus Ramos destroyed. They had to stop it quick. That's the guy that Jesus Ramos, he was 16-0 when he fought Jesus Ramos. And Jesus Ramos obliterated that guy. If he gets a fucking title shot, that is crazy. If he got systematically obliterated, Keith, like obliterated.
Absolutely.
They was trying to do it. They gave Jesus Ramos an attempted murder off of that fight.
But Fundora did come out and said that when they asked him about Undisputed, he said he really don't care. He just want all the money fights. So if he wants the money,
not a money fight.
yeah, so I'm wondering now that it appears, now that the Spence fight is off, I wonder where he's gonna go now. I wonder. He said he want money fights. I don't know. He said that's worse since I know y'all look. Don't get mad at me. That's just a name that's floating out there outside of Charles Conwell. I heard Joey Spencer, so y'all don't cuss me out.
He need to go ahead and run it back with damn Brian Mendoza before he fights Spencer.
Well, Lubin said he wants next. Lubin tagged the post and he said, don't forget about me, basically. Like he want to get back in there. A lot of people are saying Lubin. Now you remember what happened last time.
What happened when Ramos was looking for a fight, dude? You mysteriously got injured.
Yeah, Lubin was injured. He's off of our injured list. Yeah. Yeah, that's because US heavyweights are so out of shape. Bud needs to fight Charlo. He said no to Charlo Terrell. I agree, but he said no. He don't want to fight him. And Bud is not finna mess up his Canelo payday. That ain't happening. That's definitely not happening. So I'll keep my eye on this with Fundora, his options. He did say on record that he wants all the money fights. He don't care about undisputed like that. So I'll see what's next. And with Errol. So fingers crossed with everybody, y'all. Fingers crossed with everybody. Heavyweights, no skills, weak jabs, no strategy. I wouldn't say that though. Like, I feel as though Usyk fights with a strategy, and Usyk has skills. I feel like
Jit Caballero does too.
Ajit Caballero, Dubois, who's been getting Dubois ready, man.
Frank Sanchez used to fight with skill too. He just got destroyed.
Yeah, Frank Sanchez went to sleep. Well, why not just drop all the belts and fight EJ if it's about money? That's a good question. I think that he still want to have his leverage, Courtney. And salute, Courtney. I forgot to say hello to you. Need to feed them. Oh, Lord Jesus, J Boxing. Can we debunk that lie? Injured toe. Oh, yeah, we finna get to that. I just wanted to talk about EJ and the fights. Hey, my Chicago brother. Let's see what you done pulled up. Talk about EJ and the fights and see what's going on. Now let's get to Shakur Stevenson. U.S. heavyweights I'm talking about. Well, you know what? I can't even argue with you, bro, 6,500, because in 2024 was a bad year for us. We got whooped. So you know what? You can have it for now. But you know what? Damn it. We coming back. USA is coming back. Now, we got destroyed last year, but we coming back.
We still got Torres and that other boy. Moses Atitma.
And they said Moses up for Usyk. That's so bogus. Moses gonna get hands and feet put on him. Devin a duck. Okay, let me see what y'all. Oh Lord, hold on. Let me see what they talking about. You will get it once I beat Ramirez and Ryan. You will be next, but you knew that already. You just clout chasing. Okay, so he's telling Teofimo, Devin is telling Teo that he's clout. Now, let's not use clout, Devin. Let's not do that. I think both of them need to go sit down. Both of them need to go sit down.
What clout does Devin have?
He's undisputed. He was undisputed. I would say that. Shasnack, thank you. Shakur Sucker. Oh, come on. But I don't know how well he uses them. Big Baby is in training. I forget what coach he's training with. But he's getting an extra look in there because he obviously needs it. I don't know what's going on with Big Hajado. He did, though. He got spanked. Our heavyweights went down last year. But let's get to Shakur. So Shakur Stevenson upper, as we know, has been this back and forth talk.
Cap Stevenson, go ahead.
I thought they sent the Turki an offer key, but now Devin need 2 fights before Teo. Oh, that's what you're saying. Okay. Let me cook on that. You are absolutely right. Devin did say that. He did say Turki sent him an offer and they wanted Teo to go over there to fight. And Teo was like, no, because we just offered you this packet. Oh, yeah, Devin did that, Teo.
But ain't Devin trying to fight Ryan before Teo?
Yes, he's trying to fight Ryan, which I don't understand that. Why would not leave Ryan for
last? That's the bag.
Teo.
But Teo fight Ryan first. So Devin's smart. If Teo fights Ryan first, he knows that Ryan's going to take some shit off of Teo's ass. Like, he knows that Ryan Garcia is going to punish Teo, and that's going to make him more tender for when Devin gets to him. Because if Teo got to fight Ryan Garcia first before he fights Devin, Ryan is not going to play with Teo.
Yeah, and not to mention he fighting Jose Ramirez, who just got hands and feet put on him by Barboza. Yeah, GM. Yeah, it's looking like Devin did duck Teo. And he fighting somebody.
You gotta realize Devin just took a horrific loss. Like, the man got to get his confidence back. We're not gonna act like fighters that get their ass whooped don't come back and take easier fights. Like that nigga just got hands and feet put on his ass. His confidence is shot. He needs to know, like Tio, do I still got it? And Tio should be the last person to talk about somebody taking a cheap ass fight. Steve Claggett, like Tio, you should be the last person to talk about that.
He said supposedly T.O. fighting right. That's what we said, J Boxing. We was like Pitbull. Where the hell did Pitbull? Pitbull just got ranked in 135. The way T.O. was moving, if he gets destroyed by Ryan, that'd be we talked about it, GT. Remember yesterday we said Bob cashing T.O. out. Bob put T.O. on blast. Remember I read that comment that Bob just made about T.O.? He said that he gave T.O. all these fighters and he keep turning them down. That's fine. If Devin wasn't saying he would fight and Hitch right now. Okay. If T.O. and Hitch, yeah. Ryan beats T.O. if that happens. That shows that Tank resume is better than we thought. Yeah, because I got Ryan. Ryan is a problem for outside of Ennis. Ryan, well, you know what? I would like to see Ryan versus Stanionis too.
Yeah, I want to see Ryan. I want to see Ryan versus Barrios actually. I want to see that pressure fighter go against that power and speed. I mean, you know, Barrios don't win against Tank. Now I want to see him go against Ryan. That would be a good fight if you think about it.
That's a really good fight. Yes, phenomenal. Yes, you did. But let's get to the Shakur Stevenson. Forget Devin and T.O.
Yeah, let's get to Shakur.
They'll get that hand. Yeah, so Shakur got caught up, y'all. Okay, now wait, before my Shakur Stevenson fans come up and cuss me out, hear what I have to say. Okay? Let's put this into a timeline context, all right? So when Loma and Tank was announced, Shakur said what? What did Shakur Stevenson tell
Loma,
Coach Kenny?
He say, Loma, if you don't want to fight him, I'll step up and fight him.
Exactly.
Yep, and Loma said,
so then Loma
have at it. Loma said,
right,
have
so
at
Loma,
it.
Right, so Loma took him up on his offer. And then Shakur was going to fight Joe Cordina, remember? So then that fight fell through because Shakur got injured his hand, and had to get surgery. He was out. Joe Cordina's out of the way. Now we insert Kid Austin Jr. Now, during this whole time, Shakur was going back and forth. 1 minute, Shakur was saying that because it came out that there were talks had. And Shakur said, nah, at first. There was no talks, da-da-da. Then it was revealed that Tank Team did reach out to Shakur Stevenson. And then afterwards, I came up here, me and Upper, and I gave Upper Coach Kenny's post from Instagram where it had the New Jersey flag and the duck in front of it. And remember I said, I was like, Shakur just ducked Tank. And everybody was like, ain't no offer. He ain't did this. He ain't sent no contract and da-da-da. So I'm like, nah, I think Shakur ducked him. And then when Shakur confirmed that that Tank Team did reach out, Eddie Hearn came out and said that I'm going to make the next 2 fights for Shakur, but Shakur said I cannot be involved in the Tank Davis fight. Who remembers that?
I do, but you also remember I played the video from Mill City where Shakur admitted that they sent him an offer. Shakur was talking to Mill City. He said, yeah, they sent the offer, but I don't handle that. My team handled that, remember? I played that video because Mill City was like, they sent you an offer. And Shakur said, what's that mean? Just because he sent me an offer, that don't mean there's a fight. Yeah, that's when he got caught up with.
Well, and then not to mention, Shakur Stevenson also doubled down from that Upper and said that I'm not going to sign with the PBC because they want 2 and 3 fight deals and I just want Tank. Remember that?
Yeah, but it was a lie.
And we were like, that's a lie because they gave you a 1-fight deal, i.e. Bud Crawford.
No, because remember,
they would have gave.
They showed us debunked it because Shakur wanted more than a 1-fight deal because they wanted Shakur was trying to get. Remember, they showed that Shakur wanted a multiple fight deal, and the PBC said they only wanted Shakur for 1 fight. And so Shakur was like, he didn't want to put himself out there for just one fight. So Shakur wanted the PBC to take care of him and provide him with multi fights. When the PBC only wanted Shakur for a one and done. And Shakur was like, nah. That's when he went to Eddie. See, Shakur sat there and gave all that misinformation and spent everything backwards. When it was the PBC that was trying to give him a one and done, and he wanted at least a 3-fight deal.
Well, Shakur Stevenson, Keyshawn Davis, you could step in the back of the line. Shakur Stevenson, step to the front, step to the light, Caroline, step into the light. Because Tank Davis yesterday pushed Shakur on blast and exposed that, oh yes, we sent Shakur Stevenson a contract and he decided to go in a different direction. So Shakur, this was brought up, shout out to Cigar Talk, Najee. They had an interview yesterday. So Najee brought it up because this was trending on social media for boxing. Oh my God, Tank reached out to Shakur. He said he reached out and they said, and Shakur and them said no. So Najee asked him right there. And Shakur dared Tank. He said it's a lie. And he dared Tank Davis to put the contract on blast, post it. I bet you he won't do it. That's what Shakur said. Okay, now I got a problem with that, Shakur Stevenson. I have a problem with that. You know that those are private and confidential legal paperwork. You know this. Okay, we know this. If you've done in business, you know that stuff is very, very, very private. Okay, now has it been done in the past? Yes. But when have you seen Tank do, or even PBC really move like that and put their business on blast like that? It's not true. Okay. So Shakur Stevenson, you know he can't post that contract. Now, I will say this though, Shakur, you did lie, friend. You did. And you know, y'all know I got Shakur number 2 and it's 135, but Tank number 1. But Shakur lied upper. He got talked to. And he did turn that contract down. He turned down Tank Davis, which we can officially say Shakur Stevenson ducked Tank Davis. You cannot say that Leonard Ellerby has confirmed this. Steven Espinoza came out and talked about it. And now Tank Davis. And I think, Upper, that's the reason why Tank Davis is cussing out Shakur Stevenson all the time, saying, why I don't got to fight him. I think Tank is mad at Shakur because you talked all that stuff. And when it was time to get real after Loma ducked out, now all of a sudden you want to go over there. You want to tuck your tail and now you want to chase money fights. Come on, bruh. Come on. Upper echelon, Shakur Stevenson had ducked Tank Davis, y'all. Why? What I do this time? All things in Brian. What I do? I'm coming at Shakur. He ducked Tank. Why? Because he doesn't want to be the next Devin. Yeah, GT. Yeah. What I do this time, Brian? I just cussed him out now professionally. I know, but now it's like in 3D. And I think that's why Tank has been so critical and crucial on Shakur now. Because he knows what went down behind the scenes. I'm going to also tell y'all something too. I think that's the reason why he don't even acknowledge Teo anymore. Because I wouldn't be surprised if Tank Davis come out and say, I already sent him a contract and he said no. I think Teo ducked Tank on the low ski Upper. I ain't finna hold y'all. Because think about it. PBC had that stadium reserved in November for Tank versus Loma. And they still had it reserved. And after Loma pulled out, pause. So I think that they were sending contracts to these young men and they all decided to say no. I think they ducked in the background. I think that's why Tank is like, I'm done with boxing, bro. Like, they know they own BS. I get it now. I'm putting all these dots together. That's my opinion. Kiki, where your family from? In the South? Yes, in the South. Yeah, we from the South. Well, yes, we are Arkansas and Arkansas and Memphis. Arkansas, Memphis. That's where my family is from. Yes, sir. And we also have a funeral home and everything in Mississippi. So basically in the South, in the heart of the South. Tank got all of his ducks lined up. Yes, he do. All of them been done. I really feel that way. I feel like that's why he been cussing them boys out. I think they all said no. And I'm finna put it out there. I'm finna put it out there for y'all. I would be very surprised, Upper and Chat, if Keyshawn fights Tank. I'm calling it now. I called it with Shakur. I was correct, at least for right now. That does not mean that they can't fight in 2025. But I would not be surprised if, since Shakur did that interview that we talked about a few days ago, where he said that he is 144, he could fight at 147. Y'all, I wouldn't be surprised if Keyshawn Davis moves up. I think he fights Barenchek. I think he fights his mandatory in the summer, fallish. And I think that's it for Keyshawn. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm pretty sure Keyshawn and Shakur is doing rock, paper, scissors right now to see who gonna fight Tank.
Can you hear me, Key?
Yes.
You know, Shakur knows that them contracts have NDAs on them. So he knows Tank can't display that contract with an NDA on it. That's why he felt so confident. But people forget that Shakur was on Mill City and he admitted that Tank reached out to him. So, buddy, you can't lie. You already admitted it on Mill City, my man. But it's funny though because Devin did the same shit. You know, Devin spent all these years saying he wanted a Tank Davis fight. As soon as Steve Espinoza came to him with a Tank Davis fight, Devin was next up, Key. He was next up. And you know what? Devin said, fuck it, I'm going to go fight Regis. Like, he had a chance. Devin could have solidified himself as a pay-per-view star, Key. He had Lomachenko, which he just did 150,000 pay-per-view buys with. Everybody was calling for the rematch. So he would have did at least 250 easy. Then he had Tank Davis, who just came off a $1.4 to $1.6 million pay-per-view. Million view pay-per-view. He would have easily did 500 to 600K and easily made generational wealth like Frank Martin did. But he ran and ducked it for a 20,000 pay-per-view with Regis program. Like, Bill has made some fucked up decisions in Devin's career. Like turning down the Loma fight, turning down the Tank fight, going to fight Regis, net profits versus Ryan. Net profits versus Ryan Garcia. Like Bill has been and letting Ryan come in with that rehydration. Like Bill has been falling asleep at the wheel. Jesus needed to take that wheel. Like that.
Well, I think that with that's why
like Bill
Devin channels need to be a liar. Yeah. I think that though, but I think Upper, regardless of Devin, who cares about Devin? But
shout out to Analyst.
when it comes to
the hold on 1 second. Shout out to Analyst and Savant in the Cash App with the $1 holla. He said Shakur been scared. Yes, he.
Well, Shakur.
And shout out to MAW. Man after women.
Sorry, Upper, you had went out. I thought you were done. But Shakur, he.
Oh no, I was saying shout out to MAW.
Oh, go ahead. There's a lag in this. Hold on. Go ahead.
E45.
Oh, okay.
I ain't saying that.
Yeah, that's true. E45 the great. MAW. If there was really legit offers, or if there was, what the clauses and stipulations of that contract? Well, you don't get to that point until you decide and accept that y'all are going to fight and everything. There's the clauses and stipulations and everything comes after the initial, hey, do you want to fight? You know what I'm saying? Term sheets and everything will be sent afterwards. And if you can't get past, hey, do you want to fight? What clauses and stipulations? And to be honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if it would have the same clauses and stipulations as the Frank Martin fight. They both had 135. Him and Shakur Stevenson. So I don't get it. You know what's crazy? These dudes be big trying to fight Tank. Keyshawn natural weight probably 165. Tank 140 tops, no more than 150. Well, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Keyshawn move up. Now, I would love to see, I think a more exciting fight is Keyshawn versus Tank Davis. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think that's a more exciting fight. But let's see what Shakur do with Kid Austin. Hopefully he can get back in the casual fans' graces.
Well, you know, that man sat there and told us Tank been tricking the game for too long. He said, knock, Tank. And like I said once before, Keyshawn doing the same thing everybody else do. He's using Tank as a springboard to get some popularity, to get some clout. And now that he do that, you know, everybody was sitting there talking about, yeah, Tank, fight Keyshawn. And everybody was like, he's scared of Keyshawn. And then next thing you know, now they trying to make it okay for Keyshawn to want to fight Lomachenko instead of that. Like, what's crazy is they making excuses already for Keyshawn. But Keyshawn wasn't saying knock Loma. He wasn't saying Loma been tricking the game. He wasn't saying, I want to fight him to Loma. Hold on one second.
You said I got Kid Austin in that fight. Yeah. I think Kid Austin is gonna do better than what most folks are thinking. But I think Shakur gonna show a clear separation, because Shakur, I'm not, like I said, Shakur is number 2. Like Shakur, I'm never gonna say that Shakur is a bad fighter. Shakur cold. You know what I'm saying? I seen that man. That man is cold blooded. I never sit here and stunt to y'all. I think Shakur wins that fight. But I don't think it's going to go the way people go, because Kid Austin has a very awkward style of boxing. And when I seen him post that video of him hitting the bag, he was switching stances. You know what I'm saying? He was going from orthodox to southpaw. I thought that was really interesting. I've seen him do it before in fights. But the thing is, with Kid Austin, he has so many fights. Remember, he had all them fights where he was knocking people out in the first round and second and da-da-da. We really couldn't see what his skill set was until he got in there with somebody with a skill set. You feel me? He got knocked down and everything. You understand? So that was a disservice. I think he should have been in there with that type of a level of opponent this whole time, and we wouldn't be, he wouldn't be a underdog the way that he is. If he can't hurt the kid, he gonna be on him. Well, let's see. Kid Austin's in the trash. I think phenomenal. I think that Kid Austin has something about his style to me. I think, of course, Shakur is going to win that fight. He's going to put hands and feet on him. But I think the first couple of rounds, we're going to be a little surprised. Like, dang, okay, Kid Austin.
I think that if Shakur can't take a punch, that's what people fail to realize. And I feel like if Kid Austin can connect with him, I think that's why Shakur's defense is the way it is, because Shakur cannot take a punch. So I feel like if Kid Austin can press the gas on him and get close enough to make the action pop, because Shakur was talking about he wanted a war his next fight. So if Shakur actually goes to war, then everything that Shakur is good at will be thrown out the window, because Shakur is not a fighter. Like, Shakur doesn't have the offensive capabilities to fight with most fighters. Like, he has a limited selection of punches. Like, Shakur doesn't have every punch in the book. Every punch in boxing, Shakur can't throw. Like, Shakur is very limited on the offensive scale. So if he gets in a firefight with Kid Austin If Kid Austin can press the gas and close the distance, hey, it might be a short night for Shakur. It might be a short night. And Kid Austin is athletic. But the problem I have with Kid Austin, he likes to smother his punches. If he can keep the correct distance and he can tee off on Shakur, it'll be a beautiful fight. I'm telling you, Key, it'll shock the world. I'm going to sprinkle something on it. Like you say, Key, I'm going to sprinkle a little something on Kid.
Yeah, I think I'm going to sprinkle a little, because it's interesting, especially with all of this craziness. You know, Kid Austin tires and passport, and Shakur like he doing that to himself. So I'm just like, you know, and when I seen him hitting that body bag the other day, upper, and I seen Kid Austin switching, and what made me dial in on this was that Shakur Stevenson mentioned it. Shakur was like, yeah, he don't know if he's going to be an orthodox or a southpaw.
Shakur
and I'm
nervous.
like,
he nervous.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm like, okay, is he nervous with that? What's going on?
He's showing Shakur that he gonna work that body from both sides. If Shakur try to run, what he's showing Shakur, nigga, if you run, I'm gonna bear down on you. I can go right or left, nigga. So what? So you ain't getting away from this ass whooping.
Well, Shakur doubled down. He said that he's gonna stop Kid Austin. He said he's stopping him.
Man, I don't want to hear that shit. So, just like he was supposed to stop Hartenson, whatever the nigga name was, Harder to it. When he's supposed to stop Harder to it? Remember, I'm gonna walk Harder to him down. I'm gonna walk him down and stop him. Like, yeah, Shakur, you ain't. Only thing you gonna stop is the clock at the end of the round, nigga. That's like the biggest joke, Shakur stopping somebody. The only reason he stopped chicken fried rice because chicken fried rice was nobody. But Shakur, you're not stopping nobody, nigga. You not that guy, pal. You're not that guy.
Let's see. Hey, Desmond. Okay, Harlem Hemp said, what's up with those? What's up with the rehydration? Okay, so they cleared that up. Shakur cleared that up on Cigar Talk. He said that the rehydration clause is already what's implemented in the WBC. So that's what they're going by, is what the WBC. But here's my question. Ain't been doing it. I was just about to say that. Have the WBC been enforcing those, though?
If that was the case, we wouldn't have got the Devin Ryan shit. Like, we wouldn't have got the damn Devin versus Regis. Like, come on, Shakur. Devin was 20% over. So don't do that, Shakur. You're lying. You're lying, Shakur. You're lying. That nigga just be lying for no reason. He'll offer you a lie. You ain't got to ask for it. Damn, Shakur. So now the WBC just want to magically enforce it on your fight. They enforce that shit on nobody's fight but yours. They ain't been enforcing it on Benavidez or nobody. But now it comes to Shakur, they enforcing shit. Yeah, all right.
Absolutely. He was supposed to stop Hakutu. Yeah. These dudes want to come in weighing 180. Yeah, exactly. So I'm just like, what is I got you, Savage Killer Queen. So I'm like, what is really, when he said that, I was scratching my head. I'm like, but have the WBC been enforcing it?
You want me to tell you how I know they don't enforce it? Bam Rodriguez, ain't he the WBC champ? This nigga jumping. Yes, he's jumping up 5 weight classes. No, 7 weight classes. My bad. They ain't enforcing it on him. I guess they just picking on you, huh, Shakur? They just want to start it on your fight.
Maybe they said, maybe it's like maybe he no, I can't even use that. I was gonna say maybe they
can't even lie for him.
To be one.
She can't even make an excuse for it.
Be quiet. I'm not trying to make an excuse. I'm trying to say, like, what if he want but they gotta weigh one.
Salute to my man Thomas here.
I don't know.
Exactly. WBC was Devin. He got that from Regis. They didn't do it against them. Shakur can't even lie right.
Well, I guess we have to see what this is going to happen. I don't think that there is one, but I don't know what's going on, but Kid Austin Sr. and them said that there is a rehydration clause. But again, if one has to do it, they both have to do it. And y'all know how I feel about rehydration clauses. It is nothing wrong with coming into the sanctioned weight that you're supposed to fight
IBF
in.
do it.
And the next day, don't go above that percentage threshold. There's nothing wrong with the IBF is doing. Nothing.
Plus, after you get the next day weigh in, you can blow up as much as you want. Boots do it. After Boots does his next day weigh in, Boots put on 20 more pounds. Boots is a big boy.
So let's see how this is gonna go. I still got Shakur in that fight. I think Shakur is gonna show that it's definitely levels. But I'm not gonna lie, I was impressed with Kid Austin with that switching he was doing, and I'm wondering what should Kid Austin game plan be against Shakur
Press the gas.
Should it be body
press
work?
the gas and hit the body. Work the body. Continuous the body shots. Don't even go for the head. Every shot you land on Shakur need to be a body shot. I'm telling you, Key, if he lands every body shot, you can take away his legs. And if you take away Shakur's legs, it's over. If Shakur can't run, Key, he's going to sleep. That's how you beat a Shakur Stevenson. You pressure him and you...
But I wonder how the Saudi judges are going to judge that, though. Because if he do like...
It ain't going to go to the judge. Go back to Frank Sanchez versus Jit Caballero. Frank Sanchez has great lateral movement. Guess what the Jit did? From round one up till he stopped Frank Sanchez, he went straight to the body. He ain't throw no headshots. And if you remember, fourth round, Frank slowed all the way down. Fifth round, Frank was sitting there. Sixth round, Frank checked out. That's how you do it. That's how you systematically break a motherfucker down. That's what Earl did to Ugas. Y'all remember after the fifth round, people was like, why Ugas ain't moving? Because he gone. His legs are gone. And that's the worst thing for a fighter. If you're a moving fighter, Key, and your legs have been taken away from you, it ain't nothing you can do but sit there and go toe-to-toe. And if Shakur has to sit there and go toe-to-toe without running, Key, he's going to sleep. It ain't going to go to the bill. Because I'm going to tell you like this. I give Devin respect for his toughness. I don't see it in Shakur, though, Key. I don't think Shakur getting up off that canvas more than once. I think if you put Shakur down, I think he's going to cry. I think he's going to lay there and cry. He just don't seem tough.
This is so disrespectful. This is so disrespectful.
What are you?
Upper, you don't like boxing. You don't like, hey, NHA.
No, I don't. I don't like boxing, Keith. I love it. I fucking love it.
No, you can't because, oh my God, Shakur. Oh my God. Now we not finna act like Shakur is not him. He's a good
What did Shakur say after
fighter.
Oscar Valdez hit? He said, man, I almost threw up. He hit me so hard, I almost threw up.
Upper, if you're moving and somebody hits you with a good body, that was a clean
shot.
Key.
Boom. Well, guess what?
And Shakur still styled on him. Shakur
still styled. Well, what happened when Edwin De Los Santos caught Shakur in the second round? Shakur didn't get within 12 feet of that man the rest of the fight.
His hand was upper.
All right. Yeah, okay, you keep making excuses. You don't like boxing. You don't like boxing if you can keep making excuses for people that's disrespecting the sport.
Oh my God.
You ain't a fan of boxing.
God. I can't.
You're a fan of con arts. No, you like con arts.
Shakur is gonna. I think Shakur gonna show the clear separation, y'all. And Kid Austin does not have different levels. At least we know Shakur get on that feet fast.
Key. That's why I said he's gonna have to step to that nigga early, and he's gonna have to press him. Like you remember how Earl turned Ugas into a sitting duck, Key? That's what happens if you press a man and you hit the body. If he can get enough body shots on Shakur, no matter if he wanted to or not, he won't be able to move. Them body shots will incapacitate you, and it'll have you standing there. Look at Frank Sanchez. Have you ever seen Frank Sanchez just standing there and get pounded on Key? After the fourth round?
They say his leg was messed up. Upper. They say his leg was messed up.
That was after he got hit in the body. My brother Hector Solis.
Oh my God.
Hector Solis, salute VPN gang in the building.
Hey Hector, where you been, King? Good to see you.
The beat for real though. Kid Austin ain't that guy either. You know, I've always said Kid Austin ain't that good. Now, Abdullah Mace could probably do it. He could probably press down on Shakur and beat that ass. But I told y'all that Kid Austin regressed as a fighter to me.
I gotta see it. Edwin was scared to engage from what I seen. Man threw like 87 punches.
NHA, I thought Edwin was tired. He was tired from chasing that man. He ain't had the cardio to keep running out the Shakur. He wasn't scared. He was just tired.
You know who I blame for all of this? I'm blaming
Bill
somebody.
Haney.
You know who I blame for everything? No, I blame Frank Martin. I blame Frank. I blame Frank
because that ass whooping that Frank took.
Because if Tank would have never got Frank like that, my goodness, I blame Frank.
It's when he did that little shit in the corner where he didn't know what the fuck he wanted to do. All them fighters saw themselves in Frank Martin's shoes because they was like, look, Frank boxing the hell out of Tank. And then they all thought of themselves boxing Tank, and then they just seen how the tide turned. And they was just like, that could be me. You know what? I ain't fucking with it.
Oh my God. This is Kid Austin will not be any contender at any weight class. Let's see. He looked like he dialed in. Like I said, I saw something with that body. Go watch that video that Kid Austin put up, y'all. It's on YouTube of that body work, of the body bag work he was doing when he was switching stances. And Shakur said that he don't know if he's going to be a southpaw or a orthodox. I'm like,
But the ghost is in the ghost right now, though, Key. The ghost is driving around in a ghost right now. So he might have went to sleep, but he woke up a rich ass nigga though. He went to sleep mediocre, but woke up rich. Ain't nothing wrong with taking a nap for 10 mil. It's a lot of niggas that's done took a nap for less than a meal.
You said he don't have the IQ and the skill.
He did Alan Sostain. He did, my brother. Shout out to the beautiful Marshawn West in the building.
Salute, Queen. Bag don't hit back. I get that, but I'm just saying the work that I've seen, just like with Tank with that 10-second clip he put out on the pads that he was doing. All short hooks that I saw and his feet placement. I said, oh, okay, he on to something with Lamont.
Exactly.
He on to something.
Exactly, Picasso. Boxing Tank till you get put in the box. That's just like when Pedraza was boxing Tank. He kept going, I thought he was Mario doing flips. And to Tank did that little, remember Key when he was boxing Pedraza, and then he looked over at the crowd, he shrugged him like, man, that ain't shit. And then Tank just started turning up and started walking and popping that nigga. Just that motherfucker wasn't going, he wouldn't sound like the Pillsbury Doughboy no more. That nigga was like, ooh. Hey, Key, he went from to I said, yeah, your ass ain't doing that little no more.
I get that, but here, MAW, this what I'm saying, though. This what I'm saying. Because I'm curious to see who Kid Austin Sr. put into Kid Austin's ring. Remember, he said he's not coaching his son this time. He bringing in help.
Good, because the way he's been coaching his son, shit.
My goodness. But I'm curious to see what they are seeing with Shakur, because for you to be number one and not Mando it for Tank, but yet you put yourself in position and they forced Oscar's hand to make this fight. I'm trying to figure out what they see, because that's not their biggest payday. Tank was their biggest payday.
But they knew that they was going to have to stand on all them lies they was talking about with Tank. And they knew they done pissed Tank off, and they knew Tank was going to try to kill that boy in the ring.
No, but still though, Upper, I'd rather fight for my life for 20 mil.
They knew it wouldn't have been 20 mil. They knew he would have got about, but it'd have been 10 though. It'd have been 10 though.
Right, exactly. Then 2 point whatever they getting for Shakur. I'm just saying, and no back end, because no shade, no shade. But I don't think that this pay-per-view gonna do over 100K. Y'all ain't.
I didn't even think it was a pay. I didn't know it was pay-per-view.
Yeah, it's $19.99 for the Beterbiev and Bivol.
Oh, it's not even a pay-per-view. They're not even a pay-per-view. Yeah, they're not even pay-per-view. They already got their shit. They're not even the pay-per-view stars. The only people that get that back end money is the headliners. And Shakur is different. Exactly. Shakur, the only way you can get Shakur on pay-per-view is if you fight Tank. Him fighting Devin ain't pay-per-view. Him fighting Teo ain't pay-per-view. Him fighting Ryan might can do pay-per-view because of Ryan. But anybody else, Shakur don't go to pay-per-view. If it ain't Tank.
Yep, it's pay-per-view.
Huh?
EB asks, is it it's pay-per-view? I say, yep, it's $19.99. It's pay-per-view.
But it's not Shakur's pay-per-view, y'all. It's Bivol versus Beterbiev's pay-per-view.
Y'all better buy that fight.
Lee Jackson,
Courtney, I don't know if I said hey to you.
But you know, I guess they see Shakur as a lower risk. But you know, the lower the risk, the lower the reward. You got to risk it for the biscuit, baby. You want that motherfucking eight. So if you want that 8-figure generational wealth,
what would make him get in there with Shakur and not Tank?
Shakur can't hurt him. Well, you got a person that can actually short circuit your brain, and then you got a guy that's got pillow fist. Like shit, that's the best way to like if you want to keep your son's longevity. Because you got to realize, Key, yes, you can get in there and win that money. You also might not walk out that ring. People don't realize we be talking about people getting knocked out and shit like that and laughing about it, but getting knocked out doesn't always mean you'll wake up. We done seen a few people get deleted a few times in the last couple of years. So you got to assess that risk. Yes, you're getting 8 figures to fight Tank, but it's a damn at least a 25% chance that you can get put to sleep and never wake back up. That's what people don't realize. If Tank hits you and you don't snap back out of it, Key, what happens? Like look at Adios Urabosi. David Morrell put that nigga in a coma. Look at my man that Matias fought. He ended that man. Sergey Kovalev got a body. Like you could die in that ring. Like boxing is a serious sport. You don't play boxing. Now, you know your son done pissed this man off, and you know he has the power to send your son to the neither ring. But you want your son to get paid. That's when you look over at a Shakur Stevenson, you're like, okay, you know what? We want you. At least my son ain't gonna get hurt. And that's all they looking at it like that. His son won't get hurt versus Shakur. That's the only thing they're looking at, Key. It's a safe fight.
Yeah. He said, Picasso said, can Shakur beat Ryan?
No.
Oh, Lord. No. We done debated this. Oh, come on.
Man, Ryan will stop Shakur. Ryan's too fast for Shakur. And Shakur is fast. Ryan is way faster than Shakur. And one thing about it, Shakur ain't got shit to keep Ryan up off of him. You see Ryan press the gas on Tank. Tank has something to get him up off of him. Ryan pressed the gas on Devin. Devin ain't have shit to get Ryan up off of him. And I think Devin might hit a little harder than Shakur. So when Shakur hits Ryan, Ryan's coming full tilt. Ryan's coming full tilt. And he's going to left hook the shit out of Shakur.
Well, I got Shakur. I think Shakur would be very defensively responsible.
It don't matter how much defense he got. Ryan Garcia is too fast. He would knock Shakur the fuck out. I stand on that.
That'll be one fight that never happens. Shakur ain't stupid. Hell, he's scared to get in there with Tank. I know he ain't gonna fight Ryan. Tank is the bag. Ryan. I think Ryan's left hook more dangerous than Tank's. Honestly. Hell, you blink and Ryan done caught you. And you know how Shakur like to sit right there in front of you. You see how Devin mistimed that shit. That shit look a whole lot different in person than it do on TV, Key. Shakur might think he can just barely slip out that motherfucker and be wondering why he's looking up from the ground and Ryan standing above him flexing. He'd be flexing like he did on Devin. Shakur would be a meme as well.
But he do counter and everything too, though, Courtney. So that's what I'm saying. He can slip, boom. You know what I'm saying? Just stick. He going to have to stick and move with Ryan.
That's the point. Shakur does get hit though.
Yeah.
Shakur does get hit, and Ryan hits too hard for Shakur. If Oscar Valdez can hurt Shakur, Ryan gonna obliterate him. But that's another good fight we won't get.
But general market, too much pay-per-views and piracy era right now. I'm all for fighters getting paid, but we need more free fights to keep boxing. So let's end the conversation here. So last topic, Turki Alalshikh. Speaking of free, thank you, MAW.
Turki Alalshikh.
Ryan for something nasty. Dang. And jive Turkey in the words of Cal Coolit. So we've been talking about Turkey for a long time because he's been making all of these deals.
Money waffle.
So the latest one, thank you, Upper. The latest one being a 10-year deal worth $100 million for the WWE. Now we officially have it. We're getting another boxing league, and it's going to be in America, the UK, and
like
Saudi
the
Arabia.
TBR or something, the Turkey Boxing League or something.
No, it's like TKP or something
Turkey
like that.
KO League.
But
it's Turkey's KO League.
Yeah. He said that the idea of a league, we will start with the U.S. and see from there. We are discussing with Queensberry and Matchroom to have different levels of relationship. He could not say any more. It is being rumored that one of the things that they're going to do is build up and coming fighters. And they're close to launching this together with none other than Dana White leading it. Dana White is from the UFC.
That's gonna be bullshit because fighters ain't gonna get shit because UFC fighters don't get shit and UFC people get all that money. Them fighters gonna be fighting for $1,000 a clip.
He said the league will be focused on up and coming fighters and would involve multiple markets. If the deal was finalized, again, the US, UK, and Saudi Arabia. It is called the TKO.
Turkey's knockout organization. But Key, you know what's no, it's the Turkey Kinahan Association. TKO, Turkey Kinahan Association. I mean the Turkey Kinahan order. But you know what? You know what's crazy though? That's why they use up and coming boxers. You know why, Key? Because up and coming boxers don't get paid shit. So they about to pay them motherfuckers worse than the UFC. Because the up and coming boxers can't really ask for much because they up and coming. That's why they gonna be getting them boys. They need Top Rank because Top Rank got all the young fighters. But that's why they gonna get them up and coming fighters so they ain't gotta pay shit. Them fighters gonna be fighting for $500 and $1,000. It's gonna be like they working a 9 to 5 in that ring.
So is he going after? He say up and coming. So is that code word for amateurs?
The ones just coming out of amateurs. Yep, the small guys. The people that ain't got no pay. The people that don't get paychecks yet.
So with the people, so with the amateurs or the prospects, basically.
Yeah, prospects. That's the word.
How do you think that he'll be able to build? Because one thing that we can say about Bob Arum does a good job of building his prospects. We cannot take that away from him. PBC know how to make this their fighters a star, and Top Rank knows how to build them up. Okay, I'm not gonna ever crap on Top Rank.
No, Top Rank the best building block. Like that's what I said. If you a fighter, if I was fighting, I would start with Top Rank because Top Rank could get me the looks I need. It'll get me the fights because Top Rank will get you fighting all the time. PBC ain't gonna have you fighting that much, honestly. And we just gonna be honest about it. PBC don't put on as many fights as Top Rank.
because PBC fighters get a different type of paycheck. And, you know, this is before PBC had a network deal. So, you know, the PBC, you might fight maybe once or twice a year unless you just a star like Spence and them was. But if not, you ain't gonna get that many looks. But with Top Rank, you can get 5 to 6 fights a year. You can build up, you can get started, you get your legacy going. That's why I say that's the best place to go for up and comers. Is Top Rank.
Well, I wonder if they're going to if Turki is going to be able to market, because I'm seeing it right now with the way he's doing things, and given Ring Magazine just started. So we got to give it some time to see what the Ring Magazine going to be able to put a dent in boxing. So far, it's been falling flat. Can't lie. But I wonder if if they're going to be able to promote these fighters the way that they're supposed to be promoted. If you're coming for up and coming fighters, you're going after prospects essentially. And how would that rival with Top Rank? See, there's a lot of conversations that need to be had about this with TKO and everything else. Like, this is crazy. Thank you. He said the turkey glazingly. Thank you. Is not going to work. I don't think it's going to work. UFC is restrictive and dictate fights, while boxing is a free market. Yeah, see, and
That's why
you know
they
what,
that's why they
MAW, I
getting the
don't
young.
know
That's why they
enough.
getting the upcomers. That's why they getting the up and comers, because the up and comers, they just trying to get out there and trying to get their name out there. So the up and comers will go for that shit. Because you know they be fighting. It be kind of like that damn that third round box. What's the name of that damn shit? Where they have that extra round if it's a tie. You know the boxing I'm talking about. The one that they robbed Truck Simpson in. What the hell is the name of that league they got?
I forget what it's called.
Well, you know they got that league out there. So you know it's gonna be like that. Or be like that league that Rashidi Ellis fights in.
He said is not Top Rank not with ESPN anymore. We don't know yet, because ESPN came out a couple weeks ago and said that
They gave
they're
another.
trying to work something out with
Yeah,
Top Rank.
ESPN is trying to give Top Rank another contract.
So let's see how that play out. But I think so too. I wonder how this, because he's already not adhering to the Ali Act. So I'm not sure, with being in the USA, how that's going to work. Overtime boxing.
Yeah,
Thank you, Jado.
thank you. Overtime boxing, yeah. Exactly, LaMarcus.
They will have to
That's
start
what they're
now.
gonna do, up and
Yeah.
comers. And they're gonna pay them boys like the UFC. And fighters in the UFC made like $1.3 billion last year. 1.3, which was one of their lowest years. They made $1.3 billion last year, and the revenue that they paid out was under 110 million, Key. So the people that the higher ups got over $800 million off them fighters. And that shit crazy. That shit exploitative. But see, that's what Turkey trying to do anyway. He's trying to get all them people under one umbrella. So fighters like Tank, Earl, and Canelo can't demand high prices that either you're gonna take this or you're not gonna fight. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to turn boxing back into slavery. They're trying to turn that shit back into a collective where the owners can run that shit. See, before Al Heyman, Bob Arum, Oscar De La Hoya, all the motherfuckers right there, they ran boxing like modern day slavery. And then Al Heyman came here, he started letting fighters get the back end. He started letting them get promotional money. He started letting them get the damn decal money, the venue money. Like, Al Heyman done turned it where that's why they tried to sue Al, because Al Heyman was letting the boxers make too much money. And it was taken away from the promoters. All that extra cash that the fighters is making, the promoters used to get. All they used to do was get their contracts. But Al Heyman made it where fighters is making 4 times as much as they would normally make. And that took money out of Oscar and Bob Arum pocket. That's why they hate Al like that.
Well, let's see how this brunch boxing, bro. They're going for this model, because you can't do that with the established fighters. Yes. Let's see how this continues to work itself, because I feel as though, like I continue to tell y'all, I feel as though there's a line being drawn. It's a civil war behind the scenes occurring. And I think that with all these different moves and schedules and buyouts and this and this and that, it's a lot. Like this man, every week I'm giving y'all a different story of what Turki is doing. And I'm not hating. That's an amazing thing that him and whatever, I think it's the PLF, the funds and all of that, whatever they're able to buy, that's a great thing. But I'm concerned about, thank you, Upper. I'm concerned about longevity. I'm concerned about policies and laws and statutes that, you know what I'm saying, from a state level, you know what I'm saying, what is the word I'm looking, violating, you know what I'm saying? And he's not making a lot of friends right now. Don't get it twisted. He's not really making a lot of friends for at least who it matters as far as promoters and managers and all that stuff go. Don't get it twisted.
He ain't making friends, he's making employees.
Don't get it twisted with all these pictures with these fighters now at the Ring magazine. Hold on, Upper. Don't get it twisted. Like it's more than them that was in that picture that's involved in boxing. So I'm wondering, how is this going to be able to stay afloat in the longevity of
Turki ain't trying to make friends. He's trying to subjugate boxing. He's trying to subjugate the people in boxing. And they letting him.
Courtney said it reminds me of Gladiator, taking our boxers, using them for their entertainment and
exactly. That's exactly what they're doing. And it's crazy because these boxers are letting them happen. Like these boxers ain't used to getting paydays, so they get a little bit of change. So they don't care. They selling out boxing. They selling out boxing just to get a little bit of money. And they don't realize that it's the carrot before the stick. Yeah, he paying y'all this shit now, but once y'all all sign up under him and he get this collective, y'all motherfuckers gonna be fighting for peanuts. And if you're not gonna fight because you're gonna be in that damn contract and you either gonna do what he say or you gonna fuck up your livelihood. He gonna put your ass on the shelf like he did Mikey Garcia for 2 years, like the way Oscar De La Hoya did my boy Speedy Rashidi after he beat Rocha. Like shit, they gotta realize them promoters, boy, they got your career in their hands.
That is true, Thomas. He was supposed to fight no tune-up fights. Yeah, that is true. Well, we'll definitely, I'm gonna keep my eye on all of this, see what the heck is going on. But it appears that we will be getting a new TKO league, you guys. They're finalizing the deal. So be looking out for US, UK, and Saudi Arabia. Let's see how this is going to work out. And if this is going to bring the fans over, because I think they might have some competition with Pro Box. I still think Pro Box is good. I miss Pro Box. I like
Pro Box gets it in.
Exactly, Hector. You're going to be like, gotcha. It has to be sustainable, though. Boxing is a bit. That's why I'm saying the longevity of it. Absolutely. Fighters deserve to be paid, but can't be paid more than their worth. People flock to Turki because pays most. And MAW, we're going to put an asterisk by that because we really don't know what them boys is being paid. We don't know what's going on up over there. We hear the reports on both sides, but we don't hear what them boys is being paid. What's really going on? You feel me? I know who has a good team behind them, though. That's not gonna let him get effed around. And that's Shakur Stevenson. Jay Prince ain't finna play that. Ain't that what the PBC did? Why did so many fighters leave PBC? What fighters leave PBC, Rollo? Who left the PBC, friend? Hey, Rollo, who left them? Because if you gonna say that, it was a couple of them. Munguia left, and that was Oscar's, one of Oscar's biggest cash cows. He left. You know what I'm saying? What's that fighter name that left Top Rank? It's a couple fighters that left Top Rank. You know, Eddie Hearn can't keep nobody for long term. His only long term fighter is really AJ. So we can't. If we're gonna say that about the PBC, my point is we're gonna say that about the PBC. We
don't even acknowledge that shit right there.
We know Jared Anderson made his biggest payday with Turki, yes, but he also
fucked his career up with Turki too.
Exactly.
Fighting a fighter that wasn't even drug tested.
and slighted his my biggest thing is he slighted Bob Arum. Bob Arum told him not to take that fight, and Turki went behind Bob Arum's fight to back to make that fight.
Exactly.
That was a violation right there. So you got to be careful with that one.
And the funny thing about it, Jared Anderson ain't with the PBC either. So Turki is not paying PBC fighters more than they can make at PBC. We're not even gonna say that. But is that you got anything else, best friend?
Hold on. No, it's not the fighters. Yes. The promoters are benefiting. That's exactly right. You can go ahead and close out, Upper. I'll say some afterwards.
No, I'm saying if you got something else, I said I was just wondering if you got anything left. Oh, okay. Well, I appreciate everybody that looked out. Peace and blessings to everybody, man. I hope y'all have a happy Shabbat. You know it's the Sabbath. Peace and blessings to all of y'all. Hope y'all have a wonderful weekend. And I'm out.
Thank you guys. Let me read y'all comments real quick. And the PBC has over 200 fighters in a stable. Who gives it? But you know what though? The PBC puts their fighters out too, though. Phenomenal. Like what they do is, you know, they send them to Top Rank. They send them to Pro Box. They send them to Matchroom and everywhere else. You know what I'm saying? So some of the fighters we don't even be knowing about, but they do other business everywhere else. You get what I'm saying? Bob also brought up the Ali Act. Exactly. You know, so Turki paying Pitbull to fight Ryan. Actually, Turki had to do business with Manny Pacquiao. Pitbull is a Manny fighter. Hey, DZ400. Paying Adamas to fight Sherez. Absolutely. Exactly. Those are all PBC fighters. You see what I'm saying? But again, he did that. PBC gave them the Bud Crawford card too. Who was Boots with? Boots was with that one company. It wasn't with PBC. Boots wasn't technically a PBC fighter like that.
Cameron
he was signed
Duncan.
under that
Cameron
one.
Duncan.
Yes, Cameron Duncan. He was with Cameron Duncan. Got, you know, rest his soul. Y'all can say what y'all want about him, but the man is dead. But he was with Cameron Duncan, then left Cameron Duncan after the lawsuit and went to Eddie Hearn. And I'm pretty sure Boots is going to be with PBC. Exactly. We know that he still advises Vito Melnicki. Vito Melnicki just fought on Top Rank. Like, and they asked him, he said, no, Al is still my advisor. Deontay Wilder is still being advised by Al Heyman. He mentioned that. So I don't agree with that, Rollo. I don't. As long as Turki delivers big fights, I'll pay to watch. I don't reciprocate. Yeah, me too. We need competitive promotions and free market, because if it turns into monopoly, prices drop. Well, it's already prices dropping, because we went from $79.99 to making sure all fighters get paid, vendors get paid, promoters get paid, everything, to $19.99 in Saudi Arabia. No crowds, no.
Let me say one thing, Riley, stop riding, bro. Turki is not paying everybody their biggest damn bag. If he was, then Big Baby Anderson wouldn't have came back home and did a robbery, or Big Baby Miller. Them boys are not getting paid like that. They're washing money, dude. Stop it. Just stop it.
Will drop under yeah. Well, look at what the UFC thought that they could go toe to toe, Turki, Rollo, and look what happened. Canelo murked them back in September, but fighters' price pay will drop under monopoly like the UFC. Let's see how this goes, though. You know, I'm for showing. You know, I let a person show me before, you know, they make an error. And if it's too drastic of an error, I'm done with you. So I'm looking at these chess moves that Turki is doing, and I'm following it very closely, because I just got this strange feeling, man. Something I can't put my finger on it. Something ain't right. Thank you, Brian. Well, that's all I got for you guys today. Thank y'all so much. I'll be back next week to give y'all a true crime. I couldn't do it today. Shout out to Brian, the king of the chat. MAW, is good to see you. Rollo, our boy Black All Day came. Salute to that king. Phenomenal show always. Rollo, always. Whether we agree with you or not, it's good to see you, Rollo. Thank you to All Things, my right-hand man, Brian. A1 was in the building, Marquis. I didn't see my boy Rob Walker, but EB was in the building, as always. Hector Soles was here. Harlem, good to see you. The beautiful queens, Marshawn, Queen Ashley, and 2 Cents. Salute to them. Slogan was in the building. Fury and Usyk make. We don't know, Rallo. What I do know is that Fury got taxed, though, about 30% in the UK. He is pissed off. Picasso, salute King. Thomas Hill, the GOAT of these YouTube boxing streets. Always good to see you, Courtney. Always good to see you, Picasso. Keep coming around. Marcus, my boy. Thank you guys so much. We're going to be back here next week and give y'all another wonderful show. Be blessed.
Smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Raw Molly got me all up in demon mode. Mouth moving like I done put clean in my nose. Trying to catch me up, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought he was closed, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more. His brain's gone, nigga. It be exciting when I get to strike. And guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fight. We really hit it, nigga. We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hit us, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. How about I leave them holding like the Bible? AR-15, that's a high-power rifle. A in the army and assassinate rivals. Break that shit down, nigga. AK or anybody kill him. Hop out, get the drilling and spilling. 7.62 gon' split him. FN, that's for any fuck nigga. You a plug, then I'm pulling up, nigga. You my lunch, eat these bullets for dinner. 5.0, eat 'em up, eat 'em up. SK, smoke killer for show. Drum rounds and cripple ops.